We're live again. What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday. I love the sound effects there, Andy. What's going on? Man, that'll wake you up.
What's up, man? How are you?
Another week. We keep saying it. Another week. Another show. I can't wait. You know, Tuesdays come very quick. We keep saying it, but it's here.
Yeah, they do.
We got a lot to do tonight, so I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. I know that it's been 3 weeks in a row for you, so I've got to come, guns a-blazing tonight, ready to go.
I got to say, I'm on a bit of a streak here.
I'm not used to going down this frequently in a row. This is not good. So
I think this might be your week because we'll talk about it. But I wasn't psyched about this. I didn't have it. Sometimes you feel like you have. I just didn't have this list. So I think you were.
But last week I started off pretty strong. I thought things were going well.
And then you threw in that arugula salad, or what was it, the caprese salad? And
I've had that 3 times since last week. At least I'm being honest. I love that.
You were honest.
If you haven't had it, you've got to try mozzarella caprese. Todd, it's basil, it's mozzarella cheese, it's salt and pepper.
I'm not a big tomato fan. So what? Hey, last night was super fun. I loved the actual list because we've done a lot of music and movies and TV. And some sports things, but we hadn't done food. I mean, this is episode 23. We hadn't done a food topic yet, and so that was fun. And having Mike on from Hellas, man,
was great. Mike was awesome, and I know that you've been wanting to do drinks as well.
Something with drinks, yeah, that was great.
Parrot. I know that was fun, and
maybe that's what we do with drinks. I always wanted to do something with drinks, so I was happy with that. It was fun.
I'm here to make you happy, buddy.
Yeah, so I think maybe we'll do food again, just in a different, maybe different light, maybe winter foods or something. I don't know, something cold weather foods, tailgate foods, what have you. I don't know, something like that.
Tuesdays come every week.
They do. 52 a year.
That's what we want to do.
When we first started this we decided, we weren't live streamers by any stretch of the imagination. We did it every now and then. We just kind of either brew day or just let's drink some beer and figure out what we're going to do on the fly. And Corona hit, and we're like, we couldn't do our edited videos, and we're like, well, we can go live. And we did it, and he's like, we need something besides just drinking beer. We need something. Let's do a top 10 list. I'm like, all right, and here we are, 23 episodes later.
And it's even how far that's come is kind of cool because I actually went back and watched a few of our old lives just for fun, just to look at a couple of them. And
was there technical difficulties sometimes besides
there was a lot of difficulties. It wasn't just technical difficulties. There was a lot of difficulties. Let's just say that. So I was happy when I got a chance to go back and say, you know what, we're doing better than we probably were. So
I would hope so.
Get this thing out. But
yeah.
23 week 23
unbelievable. We got to do something special, I guess, once we get to 1 year, which will be back in March. I guess something's got to happen big for that. I don't know what, but something big.
It'll be better than our 20th, which I thought was going to be big from the Tiki Bar, and then that was a
disaster. But we got through it. Let's not talk about the Tiki Bar. Let's just talk about moving forward and tonight. And we've got a ton of things. First of all, let's say hello to the chat. We've got 13 people in. I know early on we had Jimmy from Ocean's World on, and he's got a comment there about Grandpa from Lost Boys. So Jimmy, hold on to those topics, and then we've got Melissa Spencer.
I actually thought about putting him in. I loved his. I talked about the Lost Boys today. I was actually talking with a client. This is no lie. I'm talking with a client today, and I don't know how the topic is crazy, but she tells me that she's gotten into watching The Walking Dead. And she goes, I didn't think I'd do anything scary, but I can do that. For some reason, I like it, but I can't do vampires. She goes, there's just something scary. But I was like, well, if you want, I'm not a big vampire movie either guy, but go back and watch The Lost Boys. Nothing but jump scares. It's not gory or anything like that, but it's cool.
Soundtrack too.
It's got a great cast. You've got
you like the music.
The Feldman brothers. Oh, awesome soundtrack. Yep. Feldman brothers. The Corey brothers.
Haim.
Right? Haim and Feldman.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sutherland was the bad guy, and he was great. He's a great villain. Ted from Bill and Ted was in it, if you remember.
They're back out. Yeah. Have you seen all the things for that?
I actually saw the new one.
You saw it?
Yeah.
You rent it? Was it good?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's the same movie basically, right? I mean, for the most part,
it's a little bit different, but it's not. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
same
bad.
comedy though. Yeah.
So
anyway, Melissa Spencer. Melissa won last week, right? The gift card to Hella's, correct? Did Melissa win?
I think so.
Yeah.
I gotta ask Mike. I know that all the goodies are out and en route for those of you who won.
But Melissa won. We've got her. You sent her address to Mike, right?
Yeah, Mike's got it.
Got it. Good. We'll make sure Melissa.
Mike will come through. He's good with that stuff.
Yeah.
No worries.
We got Robot Scott and Ocean did not get the tonight's whiskey of the night. A week is 114 Grandad, the first whiskey I tried from Andy about a year and a half ago, and I pretty much spit it out of my mouth because I hadn't drank whiskey neat before. So I'm excited to try it again now that my palate's a bit more refined to see if I like it.
I will tell you this, Todd. I got this Old Tub.
There it is, Old Tub.
Jimmy. I am going to do the OGD, but when I saw your comment that said I got the Old Tub,
look at that.
I said, you know what? What the heck? I need an excuse to crack it open anyway, so I'm gonna do two tonight. I'm gonna do one with Jimmy, and then we'll do the regular one.
I love it. We got Robot Scott. I bet you he also has Old Tub. I guarantee he has it somewhere.
How am I coming through? I've had two people say that I'm a little bit quiet, and so I don't know if that's still the case or not. I'm trying to fix this.
We're trying. I told Andy just to get a big mic like this. I'm just joking.
Well, is that better?
I think it's good, but I'm not in the chat, so I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll try that. I mean, it's glowing red like I'm piercing someone's ears.
Sounds good to me.
So I don't know.
So anyway, John Hill, our friend out in I think Idaho. So he's got. I just sent him a package today. He sent us a package, Andy.
Yeah, that's
this
awesome.
bad boy from Bottle Logic. So if you don't know who Bottle Logic is, they're out in California. One of the best barrel-aged breweries in the world, I think. We've reviewed one of their beers, thanks to John, because we can't get them out here on the East Coast. And I think it was Fundamental Observation, which was one of the best beers in the world. Yeah. Blew us away. This one is called Paisley's Cave Complex, and this thing is brewed with marshmallows, cacao nibs, and blueberries, and aged in bourbon barrels. I mean, that just sounds.
Truthfully, that I almost is like that doesn't sound good to me until you threw it in bourbon barrels, and the fact that Bottle Logic does it.
Yes, it's got to be good.
And what's up, John? It's good to see you both, Johns. John Capola and John Hill. Nice to see you both. And I tried that Bottle Logic, the vanilla, when we didn't think there was going to be something that was going to touch the BCS vanilla that we had 2 years ago. That was really good. Yeah. When I walked away a believer. I was like, man, this is balanced so well.
He sent us some other goodies, which maybe I think this one's going to be we won't throw it away, but it's going to be our beer of the week next week. So, John, thank you, man.
Evan's coming. Italians aren't used to being told they're too quiet. No, we're not. But every now and then you pair up with a loudmouth Irishman, and it doesn't really matter how loud you are. You're not going to come through all the way. So it just happens.
I think you did say this earlier on, Andy. I didn't know you just took it off, but oh well. I'm putting it back up. We'll just leave it there. You did say that. Torito, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Who else we got in the chat?
Monica just popped on. She's at work. She's going to be joining us from home. Good to see you.
Yes. And I think Mike has said he's going to be a little bit late tonight from Finish the Glass. He had a live stream last night. He's got some things going on, but we'll be here for a while. So Priscilla, what's going on? So Andy, tonight we have a lot to go. Not only the top 10 list, the top granddads in TV and movie. Again, I had a hard time with this. So we'll talk about
grandmas, grandpas. And, so this is kind of, I think it's cool. Today is Grandparents' Day, and it's also my grandmother's birthday. I have one living grandmother left.
Andy,
and
how
we
old
celebrated.
Is this living
we
grandmother?
Celebrated yesterday over at her place. Her 101.
You need an applause feature. You need an applause feature right there. That's
I know. So she is, and I'm telling you, she's great. I mean, just up and down stairs and hanging out and talking the whole 9 yards. And it was actually kind of sad. I mean, I'm singing happy birthday to my grandmother. She's 101 years old, and we've all got masks on. I'm like, this sucks.
That does stink.
But my grandmother's 101 years old, so
awesome.
That does not suck. That's really cool. So it was just very apropos. It was really cool that we were doing it this week. We've had, and now that, like I said, most of our grandparents have passed on.
Yeah,
our dads and moms are now grandparents.
That's true.
They've provided some comedic relief for the channel at times before, which is kind of
fun.
They
come on tonight, maybe.
So maybe they'll make appearances. So it's cool, and I had fun with this list. A lot of people who I talked to said that's a really cool list. It's gonna be fun. So I got some heavy hitters, Todd. We'll see what happens.
I know. I'm worried about this one, but we'll see. You never know what the chat.
I thought last week I had a good list, and as my cousin who watched for the first time last week, and if he's watching tonight, hopefully he'll come on.
Okay.
He said, Andy, you guys have a great show. That was fun. But you lost it with that Pinot Grigio and funnel cake. There was no way you're going to come back after that.
That was it. That was it. The Pinot Grigio and funnel cake is going to haunt you forever. Yeah. Oh, Andy, someone just came in the chat. It's a resident fact checker, Brian.
Who, Brian Miller?
Hello, everyone. Another Tuesday with Todd and Andy. That's right. And you, Brian, who will hopefully be voting for me again, the fact checker. Will keep us in check here.
I don't know, but we'll see. He does do a good job at checking our facts.
Brian?
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was bright.
Hey, Brian.
Brian.
I love that. In fact, if Brian Miller just 1 week doesn't show up, I think we have to show it anyway because I just love that click. It's just the best.
This is the fun part. The more we go on, the more I have time to put these goofy things together. It's getting harder now to just navigate through this little board.
That's true. Yes,
trying to figure out when do I press that and did I do something for this person? It's getting fun. But
don't worry.
It's awesome.
We have more coming for all of our loyal fans out there. Don't worry.
We do. So tonight's list, though, is going to be fun.
Yep.
We also are going to, for I think the third week in a row, we're going to be doing some giveaways. We're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways tonight. So you're going to want to stick around. We have some really cool stuff on the way that I think is actually, with the exception of maybe one of you, you can't get anywhere, which is really cool. So that's going to be fun. So make sure you stick around. It does have to do a little bit with one of our two beer breaks, but why don't we take our first one, Todd?
Beer.
There you go. Love that. So our beer, the first is anything from Stone. So again, it gives you a little bit of hint about what our gift is going to be later on. If you're a member, you've seen what we're going to give away. There's a little hint. We do show our members some stuff that you don't see. So just let you know right there, that membership is fun. Anyway, Andy, we both have the FML.
Well, that's going to be our second. That's our number 5 beer, right? Yeah.
It's number 5 beer.
Because I cracked another one. What we can do? What are you sipping on now?
Well, I can do another one. I have something else for it. It's not Stone. I'm sure you have Checker Spot.
No, I drank all my Checker Spot. So I have Cushwa Brewing Company here.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. I picked this up
last night.
Beautiful.
Yeah, patchwork mosaic. This is all mosaic.
Yeah.
Hazy New England. Todd, do you know where this place is? This is Williamsport, Maryland.
No.
I don't even know where that is, and we live in Maryland. I've never heard of it. I think it's
the beer guy loves Cushwa.
I think it's
he has it. Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
I looked this up. I think it's outside of Hagerstown. So
there you go.
There you go. That's where it is.
What I have, Andy, from other beer is something it was sent out tonight.
What you got?
Dickie's dad and Monica will be getting this in the next couple of days. John, this will come in your next box, John Hill. This is from Out of Order. So if you guys saw another member video, you saw me going to pick up a can release from Out of Order. So you sort of a brewery tour for RAR, which is a very small brewery in Cambridge, Maryland. But it is an amazing brewery that has some of the best fruited sour ales. Andy, you just got to zoom in when I pour this. This is the beer I was talking about.
Hey, Todd?
Yeah.
I'm going to zoom in while you pour it. Go ahead, buddy.
There you go. All right.
Go ahead. The camera's on you.
All right. So don't freak out when you see this. I want the people in the chat. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? All right. The people in the chat, I want you to tell me what this looks like. Go ahead. Start chatting away. What does that look like?
I think it's got tryptophan in it because you put everybody to sleep.
Why?
We don't have any comments, Todd.
No comments? But what do you
look at this? They've all left. That's a bit. It looks like a big frothy. That's the beer? Or is that all head?
That's the beer, Andy. Beer.
That's all. That pink stuff is all beer.
That is beer. This is cherry dip cone from RAR, and no one's talking about this. I can't. If we lost all 20 people,
it's possible. Maybe we're talking to ourselves. But
I don't know. Look at this. I thought I would get more of a reaction from this. It looks like Pepto-Bismol. When I first cracked this open, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me! This has got to be it's the worst beer ever, but I heard such good things about it. It's Andy. This is what I call a sleigh ride on your tongue. It's delicious.
I know you love saying that. Oh, there.
Mm.
They're all coming at once. I guess they were late in the comments. John's got it. He says strawberry milk. That looks exactly like
Oh
the
my God.
the
Yes.
quick when you were a kid. You
That's
put
what,
that in.
yeah. Okay, that too. I'm telling you, Andy, this is so good. It's strawberry dip. I mean, sorry, it's cherry dip cone. So think of a vanilla ice cream cone with that cherry dip. That's exactly what this tastes like. Brian Miller, don't fact checker. I'm telling you, man, don't hate on this. This
And Scott says Pepto Bismol. Scott and
this beer is thick and creamy and delicious. I don't even know how this is beer. Honestly, I don't. I really don't. But
most of what you drink is in beer lately. So
it's so good. Monica, you will love this. I promise you. It is so good. It's delicious.
All I
People
can say
pay like $50 a 4-pack for this. I'm not kidding
which is
you.
insane. And I got to tell you, you used to be such a beer purist, which is so funny. You talked about me last week being the wine snob. You were the beer snob. Everything was
Maybe.
I want to keep it. Remember brewing with you initially was we got to keep it clean. All these you always had these crazy ideas, Andy. I'm just going to do an old school recipe that just follow by the book. And now it's like I've got sun-kissed dipped cone with a little bit of froth. I'm like, what is this crap you are drinking? But
yeah. Well, that's got to be a 55. Yeah.
Indigestion, upset stomach.
Yeah. My son's a diabetic, and I said, Jordan, when you get older, don't go anywhere near this. This is like this one might make me diabetic drinking this, but it's delicious. It's so good. Anyway, that's my first beer of the night.
He says bath gel. That's funny.
It is
Wow,
so
Todd.
good, guys. All right, so I started off with the bang. Yeah,
Well,
see,
no, I
Todd
mean,
is my
like
spiritual beer twin. There you go.
I will say they make good stuff. So
I gotta get some of these. All right,
John, just one word.
awful. If you tried this, John, I'm telling you, it's not awful. It's so good.
It looks weird, but I mean,
Totally. And I need to get this beer and a couple other 2 Evident Weird Beer reviews because it's right up his channel's alley. I mean, you're right. This you just said it's weird. That's his channel. I got to get him these. He's got to do a review of them.
well, I like it. That's cool.
All right,
And,
so
and stay tuned for the beer review. John wants to know again what I'm drinking. I'll show you. John, unfortunately, mine is not colored pink. There's some pink on the can. I'll show you. Zoom in. This is a PA that is made with all mosaic hops, which is really, really nice. It's from Kushwa Brewing Company, which I've never heard of until this week, and they're in
Maryland.
They're Maryland, but they're closer to Pittsburgh than they are to Baltimore.
All right. First of all, John, if you don't like sours, this doesn't really have a sour at all taste to it, and it's not strawberry, it's cherry. So now you. Anyway, sorry.
If you want to get Todd, look, you get him all excited. Don't knock his sours. He's gonna get. Look, hold that up again. Look at that. Hold that up.
Look at that. Oh, I can't. Get John's comment off the camera.
Well, what I tell you not to do is make sure that you don't pour one of those and go use the bathroom, and your little boys come running around sipping on that, thinking Daddy's got a milkshake.
I know.
That does not look like beer.
It's only 5.6%. So anyway. Oh yeah, there you go, Monica. So, yeah, we have our merch stores open. You can get T-shirts just like this. We give away. We're gonna have a giveaway from the store later on as well.
We are tonight. We're gonna do another store giveaway, which will be fun. A couple people have already won some stuff, and it's on their way out. So, yeah, cool stuff. I'm excited about that. But,
what's everybody in the chat drinking for it? We didn't ask. How rude of us. How rude. We didn't ask the chat. What are we drinking?
What is everybody sipping on tonight?
Yeah, please let us know.
I am. If you are sipping on a Yoo-hoo colored pink beer, please let us know in the chat with the thumbs up, because I'm sure you're all sipping on it.
Hey, Monica asked a really good question. How do you make your name green like John Capola? You can become a member of Dudes N90. That's what you can do, and then you can get all these cool emojis and all these cool video. Hopefully, you guys. This is one thing. I don't know. I'm putting videos out to our members, like of what I do with going to breweries. Hopefully, you like that stuff. If I get a beer package in the mail, I put it up. I don't know.
I actually became a member last week just so I could see videos of Todd, because I mean,
hopefully you like it.
There is no better way to spend an evening than with Todd and his pink beers. So yeah, so I encourage it.
There you go. Awesome. That wasn't selling our membership, Andy.
What? That's not all right. But you also get behind the scenes stuff, like things that Todd drinks, like this, like Absolutely. His Skinny Girl wine and popcorn.
Not at all.
That's something. Whereas I prefer something like this. So we have all kinds of good stuff that we'll show you. Hey, vey.
Oh well. Anyway.
So
All right. So
all right.
let's get started with our list. We're 20 minutes in. I think it's time to do our 10
Grandparents'
top 10
Day.
list. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Well, look, Todd, this is a fun one. And so if you're just joining us again, Todd has won the past 3 weeks in a row. Like he's so happy. He's so proud of himself. 3 weeks in a row, Todd's won. I think I'm going to bring that to a close tonight. I have a feeling that tonight is going to be the night that we.
It might be because, again, this was your call, and I wasn't psyched about it.
You weren't psyched about a bunch of stuff that I pulled up and I've won on before. I don't know what's going on lately. I you know what?
I don't know. It's true.
I think I'm working too hard, and then I got to come up with a list on top of that, Todd. I think that's what it is. I think I've been out of my game, but we're gonna be okay. We're gonna.
Oh, hey, Brian Miller's drinking Evan Williams Bond. That's a great whiskey. I mean, for the price. I mean, what are you laughing at?
I'm just thinking, if Brian could hold up his Evan Williams next to Todd's Pepto-Bismol, that would be good. Maybe we could do a vote on that to see who's winning in that department.
Monica says she's not green. She looks green to me, and her name's green, and it's got the icon next to her. So she's got as you guys progress in your membership, your 21090 will get bigger and more complete, and at the end, glorious. So the longer you're a member, it'll be awesome.
I don't think I didn't do a John's color though.
I don't know why. So their names in the chat. I think if you're a member, you're green. The name of your channel, and I see Monica's green. So I don't know why she.
I'm gonna pull John's up. How's John? I don't see John any different.
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. John's is green and Monica's green too in the chat. They're both coming green.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're seeing them both the same. Anyway, it's fine.
I got it. Yeah. Hey, Jackie, your wife's in the chat, and she helped you. So there's an asterisk next to this if you win because Jackie helped you. That's where I'm going.
She advised on some.
So
if I win, I will give her credit. If I lose, I will say it's definitely her fault because I would have gone with something different.
Yes, Ocean, you're green. I think what's going on here is if you are your own self, you don't see yourself as green, but you see all the other members as green. And there's an icon next to your name too. Right now, you guys are all 10. You're part of the 21090. You'll get 21090 complete once you've reached a certain number of months.
But for now, John is green. So congrats, John. I think
John is the only one I see green. Why is that?
He deserves it. He sees
I
green.
Don't know.
I saw red. He sees green. It's all good.
Is that right? I see green on my. I don't know. Whatever.
You didn't get the warrant reference. John will get that.
Oh, you know what?
So
on my phone, I don't see it as green. I see them all blue. You're right. There's an icon next to him. We're spending way too much time on that
TV.
Anyway, let's go.
Why don't you get your? You know what your job is, Todd, right?
I'm ready to go, man.
All right, my job is this. Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's top 10 list. Let's go.
This is our top 10 list from our home office in Butt, Montana.
Oh, I love that. Anytime I hear Butt, Montana, I know it's time. And I want to say a shout out to my mom. She is watching and drinking. Andy, you'll love this one too. A banana bread beer. There you go.
It runs in the family. That's hey, look. If Mr.
Also fantastic.
I enjoy. That's a good beer.
There you go.
That's awesome.
All right.
Lone Star, what's up? Lone Star is here.
Lone Star. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, man. How are you, man? Good to see you.
So, Todd, I'll give me one or two that you thought might crack your list. I know people come on and tell us with us, but there was a lot for me. Like, are there any that you wished you had put on that you didn't, or that you were like just missed the list?
No. And here's the problem. I had a hard time getting 10.
There are thousands upon thousands of grandparents in TVs and movies.
This topic did not resonate with me at all.
You don't like old people, do you?
Maybe not. I don't know. I'm telling you, it was a struggle for me because, normally you go through with, when you do these lists, you have them in your head automatically and you're like,
God,
these are the ones,
many.
These are the 6, 7. And then you do a little research to make sure you don't miss anything. I had to research this whole thing, man. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, them. And so I was like, I don't know if I can get, and then you asked for like 3 more. And I'm like, gee,
obviously we're going to have a couple that we're going to knock each other out. So we have to add so the other thing you need to know is if you're watching, for the first time, if Todd and I have the same one, whoever has that person higher on their list, that's who gets bumped. So
Right.
So last week we both had burgers and dogs with an IPA. Whoever had it higher would have knocked
Right.
the other one out.
Right.
So that's kind of a new.
All right.
So that's
Let's
kind of
go
cool.
then.
Oh,
All right.
hold on, Todd.
What happened?
Melissa is a new YouTube member.
Get out of here. Woo! Yeah.
That is awesome. And
we don't have a thing for that, do we? We don't have a membership thing. I don't know what we should do for that.
I mean, I can always come up with something on the fly. I mean, let me just say this. We thank you.
We do. How long have you been waiting to use that one, Andy? Nice.
Melissa, you get the first Def Leppard thank you. That's pretty cool. I've been waiting to pull that. So
that's wonderful.
that's really
Melissa,
cool. Melissa,
there's a whole
you.
playlist of member only videos, and I don't know. We're doing more as we get more people in. We'll do live streams,
And now
like
you get
that,
the fun emojis.
Emojis, yes.
That's really cool. So that's good stuff.
Awesome, Melissa. Thank you so much. You're
Welcome
that's
aboard.
wonderful.
Thank you.
We
That's
loved it.
Really, really cool. I
That's
just want to play that again. I love that song.
Well, maybe somebody else will become a member.
if we do a top 10 remakes, you can guarantee that's going to be on there. That's an old remake.
That's a good. I like that idea. My brother said we should do that. There's a ton of remakes out there that are really good songs.
Well, there's also a ton of grandparents out there, Todd. So
there is. Okay, well, let's get started here, Andy. Number 10.
Oh, hold on one more time. Look at this. Oji thank you, Jimmy. He said, "Let's see that one more time." You know what?
Oh, super Jimmy, you the man, buddy.
You don't have to ask me twice. All right, let's do it one more time. Hold on, Todd, go back one. You're so.
Well, I
so
didn't know. There you go. Yeah.
All right.
That's
so
great.
that's cool. That's awesome. Thank you very, very much.
That's awesome.
So Todd.
Yes.
I can't be more excited about this. Are you ready to rumble, my friend?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do this thing.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
And that's awesome. We're going to get hit with tons of copyright, but that's okay. I love it. This is great.
Chance we could. Now, Todd, I did have one that I wanted to add to my list that didn't quite make it.
Okay.
But
it wasn't Alf, was it? Is he a grandfather? I don't know.
He's not a grandfather, but he did make an appearance.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh, my God.
Have a seat.
Who are you? What are you?
My name is Alf. I come from the planet Melmac. I'm a member of a civilization millions of years ahead of your own. And now I live in a laundry basket next to the washing machine.
I love that.
Good Lord. That's great.
Totally cool.
Where's Mike? I don't know if he...
Todd, look at this.
What?
Second Story became a YouTube member. That is another. That's awesome. Yeah, Second Story is a new member.
I love it. Second Story. Thank you.
That is
I didn't know they were in the chat.
You know the name, right? You remember Second Story? Don't you?
Who is that?
They were a fantastic band back in the day.
Did you do this?
This isn't me. No,
oh.
I think you know who it is. But that's
Tony,
really awesome. I would have said Tony. Tell me if Todd's picking up on this or not. We'll figure it out.
Up on it.
But let me tell you
something.
Take
it, man. Nice,
if anybody will appreciate it, we're the same person, my brother and I. Tony, thank you.
I got a quarterback option with elite sauce.
Elite sauce? That's me. I'm elite.
Oh no! There it is.
There's
back.
a joke.
It's back.
I'm happy to play it again, but no, that's awesome.
I like
Thank
the
you.
210 even better.
So that's very cool. Thanks, dude. We appreciate it.
Nice,
Grandpa Alf.
Grandpa.
All right, are you ready to rock and roll with this?
Yeah,
buddy?
you put it on, man. Bring it back.
You're the gourmet around here, Eddie. Are you ready?
I'm ready. It's ready to go. Did you put it on? You took it away.
It's on, Todd. I'm working with it. You're okay.
Okay, here we go. Ready? And you got an Alf reference. Goodbye, Grandma.
Goodbye. This you never saw this.
No,
Alf had a tough relationship with his mother-in-law, if you want to call her is her mom. So I had to throw in a couple Alf references.
Nice.
Awesome though.
All right, here's
Todd,
my.
All
right,
John.
good. I'm glad this made it. Okay, so this was a late ad for me because initially,
enter again, Todd. You're gonna have to enter again.
You made this differently. Oh, you made it all fancy. All right, here we go.
Okay, there you go.
So I don't think he was in my original. So this is somebody who wasn't in my original list. So I got bumped and I put him in as number 11. I completely forgot him. And I started thinking, what other movies do I know that I really like the old people or the grandparents? And this was one of my favorite videos or movies of all time. And he's not a main character, but he's got some good one-liners. You know, when he interacts with Clark about all the lights and stuff like that, and his father-in-law gave him a bunch of crap. And I don't know. I just thought he was a good character for this movie and worked well with Chevy Chase and his character. And I liked him. I don't know. It was he wasn't in it a lot, but that's what I liked. So Clark Griswold Sr. from Christmas.
Clark Griswold Sr. He will forever be known for one line. Squirrel,
right? Yeah,
pops right out of the.
I mean, you could probably argue the uncle was probably a better character because of all the crap that he went through. But I don't know if he was a grandfather or not. You never knew that, right? He was the uncle, but was he a grandfather?
Well, I don't know, Todd. You have to. This is why you have to actually research some things. He may be. You know,
maybe. I don't know if we saw that in the movie.
Pour pink beer and just say that, you know. But we'll see if this is if people are all excited about Clark Griswold Sr.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I do like him, but he is lost in a sea of just talented, awesome characters in this movie. So for me, that's why he didn't make it. But
no argument. But I'm just saying.
He definitely adds. So,
well, let's see what you had as 10 then.
Clark I don't remember what I have as 10. Let me see. What do I have as 10? Go ahead.
John Hammond from Jurassic.
Okay. All right.
He's the grandfather?
Yeah. Todd, the whole preface of the story is that he had to save his grandkids who were out stuck in Jurassic Park.
Okay, there you go. It's been a while since I've watched this movie.
Now, it's definitely not as funny as some of the other ones.
No. Oh, he's politicking, guys. He really didn't want to lose 4 in a row.
I'm not politicking at all. What I'm going to say is that this guy with his little cane and his mosquito in there gave us one of the greatest movies that made dinosaurs cool again. And for generations to come, yes, Jimmy, he wasn't a nice guy.
My guy was a nice guy.
But he was awesome.
Oh, I see some bald heads already, Andy.
There are some bald heads. That's all right. I'll give one away. I'll give one away. That's fine. Look, it keeps on.
He's awful confident tonight, guys.
He created Jurassic Park. This guy rules,
which wasn't necessarily a good thing.
And I love his line, "Spared no expense." His kids are out there, and he's sitting there eating expensive ice cream. I'm like, this guy's
a jerk, and Clark Griswold is not. I think it's an easy choice here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, if we're going that way, and here's one for Jurassic Park, thumbs up. Good. Let's be honest.
Olivia.
Not all of yours are exactly fun-loving characters.
No, they're not.
So be careful calling somebody out for that, because you might get your words a little bit later. Okay, so you've got John Hammond, the creator of Jurassic Park, and who gave us just
versus Clark Griswold. All right, there's number 10. I think it's a tough battle there. I don't think you can easily say one way or the other, but we'll see. Lone Star, but he's voting for. Told you, Andy. Oh, so Jackie gave you this little tip here. All right.
She didn't give me this one.
Brian Miller. There you go. There it is.
All right. So now looks like we are two.
Robot. Oh, no. I don't know. It looked like you might be taking this one. All right. We'll see.
I must be late on getting them. Oh, yeah. There's some Andy's. Good. Love it. Oh, good. Making a comeback here. Off to a good start, Todd. I like it.
All right. Well, let's see what number 9 has for us.
Number 9. What you got?
Oh, hold on. Let me get through yours. Hold on. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So, again, it's more of him than her. I thought he was funny how he interacted a lot with Bill Cosby back in the day. And I don't think these guys were the best characters, but I love this show back in the day. And they were a pretty big part of it. And they resonated with me. Again, I didn't know a ton of grandparents. And you're saying there's a lot out there. Maybe I'm wrong.
You are wrong, Todd. I did. There's tons of them.
I loved this show as a kid, and these guys. I loved how he related and kind of always try to bring Bill Cosby back down to earth with his advice and stuff like that. Fatherly figure, grandfather. Anyway, I don't know much about the grandma. Was she like the funny part of this? I don't know. He always seemed to interact more with.
You're asking a whole lot of questions on somebody you picked.
I told you this wasn't my greatest list here, but I'm
already disappointed. I'm not disappointed. Is Brian Miller? Thank you. Became a YouTube member. It says right here,
cheers.
thank you.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, man. Play it, Andy. Let's
Do we
do
get
it.
to play it one more time?
I think
Or do
so.
you want me to play it? I want to play it again. I just really like this one. This is really cool. So, rock on, Brian.
This is getting pretty good.
I love it. Hey, that's by the way, that's mixing High and Dry. Do you know what the clip is from, right, Todd?
No.
That is Me and My Wine. That is from High and Dry, the last track on High and Dry, that last scene where he goes, "Thank you." That is the last track on High and Dry. And then of course Rock On is from their covers album that came out in the mid 2000s. That's old school rap and new rap together. I love it. So
Jimmy says there's so many comments that I have another yeah, okay. So notwithstanding Bill Cosby's problems he has in life, I agree with you.
Aside from Cosby no longer being in vogue, in fact, these two brought very little to a show that was good. Todd, this is a great
let's
pick.
get off this and see who you have.
I'm going to smack you on this one.
Oh,
all
jeez.
Right. All right. So,
oh, man. Well,
you want to talk about one bad grandpa.
I didn't think of him as a grandfather. So.
I thought of myself, I was like, who's like the baddest guy on the planet to be a grandpa? I was like, wait a minute. He had a son. And I was like, in the Creed movies, his son was on there. I was like, you want to talk about somebody who is tough as nails, been through hell and back, Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion. Todd, you have the Huxtable grandparents who you know nothing about. They're not even sure if they're funny. Versus,
I'm not sure, Rocky. You're taking this out of context again. I mean, he's not known to be a grandfather. It's like, come on.
I'm taking this out of context. He's a grandfather, Todd. As soon as your child has a child,
whatever. I think there should be an asterisk next to that. Rocky is not known for being a grandfather in any of the movies. But that's me.
The only thing I want to say is that this is called Top 10 Grandparents.
All right. Well,
and is he a grandfather? Yes, Todd. He is.
Okay.
He is on there.
Okay.
So, and here come there's some Andy. Here's Andy. Yep. We're gonna be all right.
Well, he didn't pick Paulie. He picked Rocky Balboa.
Well, I guess I could have picked Paulie too. I didn't know Paulie had a grandchild though.
I didn't know that Rocky had a grandchild either. So look at that robot Todd. Thank
Brian
you.
Miller gives it to you. That's fine. You can take one.
You're so confident tonight. You're trying to cheat too.
That's not cheating. It is confident. I got to bring a little swag tonight, Todd. I got to bring. Here we go, another Andy. I like it.
Yeah, guys, remember what he said to you last week, right? He called you all deplorables or something. I think that's what it was.
No.
Undesirables. What was it?
I mean,
I'm trying to throw the crowd against you.
Unsophisticated deplorables one time. Do you think people remember that? I mean, no. You call someone deplorable, no one remembers that. I mean, come on, think about it. And thanks to our new member Hillary from Arkansas, Little Rock. No one remembers if someone says deplorable. So it's not a big deal.
Okay, well, there you go. I think there's mixed on this one. Andy for the me on this one. Okay, next. Yeah, let's get the next. All right, so
test your patience. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't a great person. You're right, but the character she played. First of all, again, I picked shows and movies I like to watch. So that's what I went with here. I mean,
these are your favorite grandparents, not your favorite shows.
I know, but I went to that to see if they had grandparents. Andy, I told you this. It didn't resonate with me, so I had to go about it that way, thinking, okay, what
she
movies?
Sucked. I couldn't stand her character. She's like the least favorite
that means
person.
She was good. I agree with you.
I mean, you're pandering. That means nothing.
No, she was a great character because she was that for Tony Soprano. She was like his mother that was the bane of his side that always was getting at him, that basically set him off to do some of these evil things because of how wicked she was really to everybody and really him. You know what I mean? So she played that part beautifully. I thought it was a great character. I mean, she was awful. Don't get me wrong. No one liked her. But it was a great character for this show. I loved it.
This is a bad pick. Milk was a bad choice.
This is going to get you whacked, Todd. Well, hey.
I don't like this choice. She was a very brief character. She brought nothing to the show.
John's not feeling this topic, and we better start bringing it. He says he loves it, but he's not feeling this topic. All right, well. All right.
Hey, it's going to get better. Hang in there. As long as we keep people like...
that's a good one. I vote for you, actually. I forgot about her. I forgot about Mona. Jeez Louise.
There we go. Okay, now this... Mona, okay, so...
yeah, that's a win for you.
I know someone coming up on your list. All right, so but I don't want to give it away. She was the original who played this role.
Yeah, right.
And
yes.
You want to talk about comic relief to this show outside of Tony? Because what was Judith Light's character's name? Angela. She was not.
Yeah.
Look at Jimmy's comment. The horny old lady, Andy for the win, Andy for the win. So
yeah, I get you on that. All right, I'll take
fantastic.
it. I can't argue with any of that.
Here's Todd. The point was she was a character who was funny. I liked Mona's scenes.
Great.
She was good.
Yeah, I agree.
So next time when we do a topic, don't pick your favorite, but don't
I just forgot about it. I forgot about it. I didn't do my research evidently.
No,
all right. Andy's
my wife wants to say shout out because she says she supported me with this pick. So
she should support me with a lot of picks there, Andy.
You're not helping me win, hon. I'm trying.
No, I think this win goes to I still think you should do the McCormick's even if you win because Jackie won. All right. Well, let's get to number 7. All right, I love Tyler Perry's movies. I don't know what it is. Medea what he does there. It's hilarious. And pick any of the Medea movies. Pick any of them.
Can you name 3? I mean, right now I put you on the spot. Name me 3 Medea movies. He's got 10. I can't see you watching all these Medea movies. Name 3.
I've watched them with my wife. I can't go. I'm not naming 3 of them. But there's a bunch of them. I don't know. There's one right there.
There's one right there. That one.
So there you go.
Listen
to you. Boy, he's vengeful tonight.
I call pandering foul on you, Todd.
No way. Here's the thing. I will tell you, my wife is which is kind of funny because I wouldn't, see her like she loves these movies.
I think your favorite is Medea Goes to Jail because you're lying.
No, it's not true at all.
It's all right. Jesus doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but he's watching. But it's okay.
Who?
We'll give you Medea.
Who'd you say?
I said Jesus doesn't show up on the chat, but he's
I'm not
watching.
lying. I'm not. First of all, I told you this was not my topic, Andy. I'm pulling things that she was a grandma and she played in all these movies. I've watched like 2 or 3 of them with I don't know how many other 5 of them. I haven't watched all of them. You're right, but the ones I watched, she's funny or he's funny or whatever it is. Good Lord. Let's go to yours. Jeez Louise.
You're getting testy.
Oh my God, Darth Vader. This is ridiculous. Darth Vader.
You want to talk again about an awesome granddad, Darth Vader. All the new movies, if you want to go out there and see.
Wait. This is a huge stretch. You should lose this just on that bullcrap. In the movies, he was not a grandfather. He was Luke's father.
Luke and Leia.
Father.
Yes,
father,
and Han Solo and Leia had a son who was in the new movies.
Andy,
and he actually killed Han Solo. His son killed Han Solo. And here I'm going to comment now.
Total bull. I call foul on that. Where's
Darth
Brian Miller, the fact checker? Darth Vader is not looked at as a grandfather in any sense of the word. No way. No way.
Grandfather.
No way.
He's a grandfather.
I see a ton of Andys in there. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Brian Miller, go ahead, look it up. But yes, they did. Luke and Leia had kids.
In like the ones that just came out. But the Star Wars movies where he played.
They're new.
No, because he was only in the original 3, and he was not a grandfather in any of them. Any of them. He was killed in the first one. The second one.
Luke, I am your grandfather.
Oh man, Todd, Andy is your father. Oh man, Jimmy's
he's a granddad.
Yes, I get it, Kylo, but that's a bunch of baloney. You guys are really, man. I'll drink the McCormick's, but
Darth Vader or Boo, a Medea Halloween.
Yeah, Darth Vader. He died before he was a grandfather. I mean, this is ridiculous. He was never a grandfather in any movie at all, ever. He was dead. So I don't want to hear that crap. Man, I can't believe people are voting for you. That's a total red flag. Where's Brian Miller, the fact checker? He's saying Kylo. Yeah, but Kylo, that all came out after he was dead. It's like grandmother from 30 years ago. Oh, that's a
and Darth was
there.
also Darth and his grandson. No, Darth and his grandson were also in the 6th Medea movie, Todd, because you watched them all. You remember that one. He was in that one too.
Totally.
He was in Medea Goes to See Star Wars. You remember that, don't you?
Get out of here. All right, let's go on. If you yeah, Medea, Mad Black Woman. That's probably the one I watched, actually. All right, here we go.
That's got to be the one you watched.
Well, Andy, I know you like this one. You had to have this. You must have the other one. Probably.
Now here, I love this pick. I will say this. This is one of my favorites of all time.
You could put either one. I just picked him because I know you'd pick the other one. So. Anyway.
And Jimmy's right. He's still going to be a grandpa even after he's dead, Todd. So there you go.
Yes, but again, the movies did not have him depict as a grandfather. It's like saying, I don't know. I can't go with that because he never played a grandfather. He never played a grandfather.
Technically, he didn't come out.
And that's what we're talking about. It's not like 30 years from now you will be a grandfather. It's you played a grandfather or grandmother, and
so technically he should have probably given like candy to Han's kid and stuff like that and pat him on the head, but he didn't make it. But look, anyway, it's a good pick.
Unbelievable! Wow, I think
it's just one there. Medea gets mad. Todd's 10th movie.
Unbelievable.
Talk about this one because this is a good pick.
I mean, what are we going to talk about? We've actually talked about Grumpy Old Men in a few of our top 10 lists. So I mean, it's.
By the way, controversial picks make for good TV, Todd. Just to let you know.
That's true. There you go. Well, let me tell you this though. Here's the thing. I have another one from this in here, I believe. So we'll keep going. I don't know. Let's see. I want to see what you have because I like arguing with you. Oh Jesus! Well, there you go. Good Lord. Well, there you go.
And then guys are going to need the two of you to get along. All right. So,
we're just challenging.
Todd, this actually happened to come up right next to each other, which was funny. So, if you guys have seen Grumpy Old Men, if you haven't, this will mean nothing to you. If you have, Max and John Gustafson were by far they're the main characters, but they're absolutely hysterical. These movies were.
I see me and you when we're 70 years old, Andy, and 80 years old. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. Are you the one that has the face of the mackerel? That's what they say that.
Oh yeah.
So I got it. And by the way, Jimmy, he knows this movie because John Senior. Oh my goodness, he is funny.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a push here. I don't know. Maybe you like one character of the other, but they both have the. It's who you like, I guess, better. But they were simultaneously intertwined. So anyway, that's funny. You had them 6-2, and I had them 6. So just the different ones that worked out well. What do people think? I see Andy. I see a mix. All right. Well, let's see here. All right, I need to get to the beer break really quick, so let's go.
All right. We are finally at our beer break. This should make you happy. Beer break time.
There you go, Andy.
All right. So there he is. Look, what's he fishing for back there? I just see the top of a glistening head. Let me see. Yeah, this is good TV too. He doesn't realize the camera's on.
I knew I'm on TV. I'm just washing out the pink, the Pepto-Bismol.
He's got to get rid of the Pepto-Bismol. Oh, that
leaves quite a film on your glass. That's all I got to tell you. Anyway, the beer break. Back to sanity here. Okay,
beer break.
We are drinking. We said the beer of the week was Stone. It had to do with what our giveaway is tonight. Somewhat to do. We've got Fear Movie Lions. I've read up about. I can't remember what this means, FML, but this is a double IPA from Stone, and they're amazing. It's amazing. I've heard some bad, people in, I guess it was Micah's channel, Finish the Glass. He's not a huge fan of Stone. I heard other people. I love Stone. I haven't had an IPA from Stone that I didn't like. I mean, they don't make a lot of hazies. They don't make a ton of crazy IPA. They make West Coast, resinous, piney, bitter, sometimes citrusy IPAs. They're mostly clear, and they're delicious. I love them. So, cheers, everybody.
Yeah, I will second that. I got a chance to take a tour of Stone Brewing right before COVID hit, and then I got a private tour, Todd, which is very cool. That video will be coming out soon, but I got to try the FML on tap.
Oh,
a bunch of other
did
stuff.
You really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I will tell you this: Stone does one thing and one thing really, really well. They make tons of good beers, but they're West Coast IPAs. They're the originators, and they're fantastic, and they just do it really well. You're not going to get these unfiltered hazies that are just chocolate. You're not going to get Pepto-Bismol beers. They do West
That's
Coast
what beer is supposed to
really
look like. I agree. Beer is supposed to look like that, right?
So I'll do a virtual cheers to you, Todd, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of our giveaways tonight.
That sounds good to me.
I think would be fun before we get into boring people for the next few minutes with our
grandparents.
Because nobody likes grandparents. You all don't like old people because you're terrible out there. You're deplorable. So
you hear that again, people. Reason enough to call me.
I'm just trying to help you, Todd. All right,
cheers. There. I don't know if anybody picked up any Stone, but if not, we're drinking it. Cheers, Andy. That's fantastic, man. You can tell right there it's a big beer, 8.5%.
That's actually really good.
Sweet, It's got that resinous, that piney, that even that citrus note on it from the hops. It's all from the hops, but it's got that malt backbone that really makes it like sweet. That's fantastic. Isn't that good? I mean, just absolutely good. When you talk about West Coast IPAs, just drink a Stone and there you go. That's all you need.
So Todd,
yes,
Stone, tell our viewers what our giveaway is. Do you want to tell them now or no?
You're the gourmet around here, Eddie.
Do you have them, or do you want to wait?
It's right here, Andy. I have it. I can unveil it to give them a little glimpse of what they can wait around for.
Well, look, you have to be here to win anyway. So if there's something they're worth waiting for, go ahead. So
I will say, if you were a member, now that we've got a few more, you would have seen this video. We get packages from breweries, not often, but sometimes. Stone's one of them that sends us stuff, and they sent us. Usually, it's a beer that we would review or put on Instagram or something like that. And this wasn't the case. So this is a package of beers that they sent us. It's their Stone IPA, which is pretty. I mean, everyone's had it. It was one of the iconic first West Coast IPAs. But and we have some artists in here. I mean, Jimmy and Monica and anybody else who is very artist inclined. This was their guest artist series. All right. So what does that mean? So Stone solicited their fans to send in their interpretations of this gargoyle, their logo, and they were going to pick 20 to put on the cans or bottles of their Stone IPA mix pack. They're 12 and 24 packs. The problem is it's only going to be done randomly, so it's not in every one. They'll put like a 6-packer in certain 12 and 24 packs in California only. That's not distributed nationwide.
Yep.
And they sent us 3 of the 20 that got picked. So we got, 3. Look at that. And so this is their Stone IPA. You won't find this. It's actually, me and Andy so should we just keep these? They're kind of like collector's items. Like no one will have these. No one.
Yep.
And then when we thought of it, we're like, we like doing giveaways. We like, thanking people for coming on our streams and supporting us. So we're like, you know what? Let's give them away. So we're going to give away 1 each. We'll do 3 giveaways. There's number 1. Andy, make me bigger real quick. There we go. There's the first one. Look, this is my favorite, by the way. There's Stone IPA. So if you want to drink it, you certainly can. To me, this is more cool of a desktop thing. That's number 1. Here's number 2. Again, these were fans. They picked 20 of them. We got 3. And there's the second one, Stone IPA. Strange. That is strange, but some people like strange, And here is number 3.
I like that. That one's a cool.
Yeah, with the hop cone. So those are 3. I probably will throw in another goodie or 2 from the 21090 vault. Because if I'm sending something across the country for $15, I'm gonna put something else in there. So you'll probably get more than that if you win.
Yep.
But I think those are really cool. And I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're even if you're not an artist, if you're a beer fan, you'll love this. If you're an artist, I think it's really cool too. So we'll give those away.
Yeah, very cool. And fall is coming, so one more giveaway. I'm giving away something tonight. Fall, and it's the time of year when you go outside in the morning. You sit outside, have a nice cup of coffee, or maybe at night, like a hot chocolate or maybe a little hot toddy. Put a little bourbon or something in there with some other goodness. So you may want to get your hands.
Look at you! Look at that. We're definitely getting hit with copyright tonight. Just let you know.
They're all over the place. We're getting tons of copyright infringements, and I don't care because that was fun.
But if we go up the air, you know why?
If you want the 21090 mug, and you don't have to get a LEP mug. I'll send you out whatever mug you want. You can go to the store, but I'll give away. Actually, what the heck? I'll give away 2 of them tonight. So we'll raffle off 2. We'll do 5 giveaways tonight. 2 mugs tonight.
Wow!
We got 3
5
beers.
giveaways, 5 chances to win.
Now, just a disclaimer that it doesn't actually change colors when you put that is just called the magic of editing, but it's still a pretty cool mug. So
I agree. I love it, man. I love it. So let's get through our top 10 list. Everybody can vote. We can bring people on, and we'll get to this awesome. Oh, there's Annie. Annie, your COVID-19 21090
it's on the way out to the.
Good seeing you, Annie.
It's coming. Awesome.
All right. So, and Ryan, and Robot Scott, Katie's shirt has come too. So
lighten up on her. Be nice. Oh yeah, another thing. Stop poking me. We'll talk again when you're a little less touchy-feely.
What was he doing to that poor lady?
I couldn't love Alf more.
Did she make your top 10 list, Andy?
No. I told you in the beginning. She didn't make it. And yes, we do need beer mugs. But Jimmy, you're gonna have to sell right now for Old Tub and a
coffee mug.
A coffee mug for now. But
we are. You have to use another provider. Teespring doesn't allow that. So Andy, we're working.
I do have another provider. I think who's going to help us with that. So that's kind of
soon,
cool. But,
very soon.
Yes. But yeah, right. so 5 giveaways tonight. So
stick around. We're gonna do that right after
through our top 5. That's the deal, everybody. You got to sit through our top 5, whether you like it or not, or you can't win the goodies.
All right, so here we go. My number 5, Blanche Devereaux. So I originally had all of them, but he's like, well, listen, we both have, you got to pick one, and I went with Blanche because
it's a good pick.
She was the one, and when I watched this, I wasn't really getting it all because I was much younger. But she was kind of the slut. She was.
Actually, you didn't even have to know about the birds and the bees in your kid to know that she was the slut of the show.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
exactly.
She didn't make it unobvious. I mean, there was no discretion with Blanche. I mean, in fact, it's funny. My wife and I sat down and watched Golden Girls the other night, and it was. Jimmy's right. I mean, she hides nothing. It was really kind of funny.
Yes.
So,
that was
although it was funny when it put Mona in from Who's the Boss, she was like the original Blanche. I feel like Blanche was like creation of Mona, which
I
is
agree.
Kind of
that's probably who they went after. Yeah,
both good picks though. I mean, I think that's a strong way to start off.
So I was okay here. You were okay with this one. Then.
I love this pick. I think the top 5 are strong. I do.
Okay.
I think people are going to like them. I don't remember who.
Let's go to your. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that, but yep, Tom Corleone. Wow. Jeez,
God, you have an old one,
huh?
I'm so upset.
What?
That's okay. It's all good.
Oh, it's an old one. What happened? What do you mean?
When I originally made these slides, he was not supposed to be that low.
Oh,
but that's okay.
Well,
that's okay.
I'm going to go. You didn't email me. I thought it was in there.
That's fine. It didn't update the live slide. So
evidently not.
That's a kick.
Sorry.
You know what? So anyway, well, he was my number 2. He was my number 2.
All right, well, everybody, he's his number 2, but
look,
whatever.
He's the original Godfather, grandfather. I mean, you can't. I mean, poor Blanche shouldn't have a prayer against Tom Corleone.
Blanche is the reason STDs are rampant in nursing homes. Oh God. Yeah, you can put it that way.
Yeah, if COVID didn't take him out, it was going to be Blanche. Now this, I
think his grandkid killed him in the garden. Did his grandkid kill him in the garden? No. I don't think so. Did he? Did I miss that? All right, I don't know.
No.
All right, well, let's go to. So anyway, there's the Andy. Andy, you're running away wins, but the Godfather movie really focuses on his relationship with his kid. Well, Andy's done that a lot tonight, so might as well just make it the father fest because that's kind of what Andy's going for tonight. So
yeah,
there you go. Thank you.
I want to tell you again what a grandfather is. Because for somebody who is supposed to be a fact checker. This you should understand that this is a no-brainer. The Godfather should definitely win.
What he's saying is it focuses on his relationship with his kids, not his grandkids. But okay, that's fine.
What he's saying is he drove the Chevy to the levee because the levee was
Brian.
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was bright.
Hey, Brian.
We're gonna keep him around just so he can keep.
All right. Well, I see a bunch of drug dealer Andy icons, so let's keep going. Here we go. All right.
I think Andy's exploiting old people tonight.
That's funny.
By the way, this is a great pick. I had them one notch below you, so I lost out.
Just got them.
I didn't think you're going to have them in your top.
Here is a case where both of them were equally as good. With the Huxtables, that was kind of a throw in, and I liked him. I didn't really know anything about the grandma. Here, you could have split them up and done either one, and they're equally funny because of how she always affected Ray's wife, and then how he was just so funny with his other son and Ray, and just how he would always make fun of his wife.
I honestly think these two made the show, and I think his
brother did too. His brother was really
Robert was good,
and
but
Ray
the relationship between Marie and Raymond's wife was priceless. It was that tension of the mother and the mother-in-law, and she was great, and he was fantastic. They were both really, really good. And Todd, I think No, I don't. She was. Which one was she in Christmas Vacation? She was also in the Griswold.
She was the.
I don't think she was Clark's mom. She was. Yeah,
No,
she was Clark's.
yeah.
She was
Correct.
Ellen's mom.
Correct.
In Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep. There you go.
good pick there, man.
All right, what do you have for 4? Yeah. So you have yes. So I had her, but not as high. But that's that you went on that. But that's good. I mean, you can't go wrong. The funny part, she was the youngest one of the 4, right? She was the youngest one.
Yeah, that's the amazing. Well,
yes.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't the youngest of the 4. She
in
was
real life. Real life,
she was the 3rd youngest. I looked that up. Blanche was about 10 years younger than all of them, but she was younger than Betty White and younger than B. Arthur, who played Dorothy and Rose.
Okay.
So she was young. She was the 3rd youngest, and then Blanche was born about 10 years after all of them.
Okay.
So, but she was hysterical. She was so mean, but in a funny way to her kids. She was so mean to Dorothy, which this show is a great show. I mean, it ages well. Like if you go back and watch it now, this is a funny show to just sit down and watch, and you appreciate it more as you're older. But this is a really
Jimmy's saying you're picking me apart. Well, I'm not sure I have much of a case here. Let's see what number 3, 2, and 1. Let's get to these giveaways. I think it's whatever he wants. No, I'm just joking.
I like this. This is fun. But keep going. Hey, look, I'm enjoying it. What you got?
All right. So I love this show, and he was actually a grandfather. So that's the one thing. He has a kid. I thought his relationship with his kid and his wife were actually the funny part. So, but he had grandkids. He was a grandkid to all of his kids, and it's Al Bundy. So how can you not go wrong with it? I mean,
So, truth be told, I've seen him on every list possible, but I really have never watched Modern Family. Here's a great show.
I mean, I think the gay couple is the best on the show. Their interaction made to me, and then the father was really good too. But those were the 4 characters that I loved in the show. So
I'm kicking Brian. Can we kick Brian Miller off?
Even
though I like playing with the Stewie emoji.
That is true.
All girls were old, but their characters really focused.
Right. I looked it up too. They did have, but you're right. This is the problem with this game.
That's not the point.
I think it is, though. I think it is. I think you're supposed to pick ones that had they were grandparents that not.
Well, then I should have gone with Papa Smurf and Grandpa Pig from Peppa Pig, which I was originally going to do because they're true grandparents.
Papa Smurf was just Papa. He wasn't a grandkid. He
in later episodes he had a
Who had a kid? What Smurfs had
grandkids. Yeah. Yeah, grandkids, and he had 98. He was a busy man. You got to give Papa like the OG of grandfathers.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, Brian, we're getting killed on this, I guess. Here, yeah, I guess
that's all right. So
I haven't watched.
Jimmy and I might be in the same boat here. I heard it's good. I love Al Bundy. I have not seen it, so
you Andy, I'm telling you, if you watch the show, you'd love it.
I have no doubt. But I have not. So I will go with my.
Jimmy, be quiet.
All right. So what do we have next?
All right, let's go. Full steam ahead. Abe Simpson. Oh, you beat me. I had Abe Simpson in mind, but you had it much higher. So I mean, Andy, you want to talk about him? You love The Simpsons. This is your baby. Go ahead.
Well, look, he does get along very well with his grandkids, Bart and Lisa and Maggie. So there's the relationship, Brian, who, by the way, Todd, he just says he's leaving. He's off to stop scoring. He's going to go back to the project. He's putting off alphabetizing his lit CD.
Oh, jeez. That's a little dang. Andy, he just Brian just for that comment.
I love it. So Brian wins comment of the night. For those who don't know, Todd loves Lit. They are such a good band.
Well, maybe I'll throw Lit in the top just to throw this whole top 10 down the shitter. Let's go.
Goodness gracious. Anyway. So Melissa's going with Todd on this one. Jimmy's going with me on this one. I'm a Simpsons. I love Simpsons. Always have, always will. One of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so there you go. All right, so I got one. At least Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
But Jimmy says I feel more like Abe every year. His relationship with Homer is fantastic too. But that's a father son. I guess I'm not allowed to talk about that one. Not on this show, apparently, because it's not my show. That's fine.
Let's get through this, Andy. Let's just get through this.
Top 2.
Here we go. All right. So I just love. I actually like them in the first movie. I like the first movie better, but he's not a grandpa in that movie. But Little Fockers, he is. And when he takes the Viagra, because he's a sales rep, and this is the actual scene right here where he has to stick the needle in his penis because it's kid won't get, and the kid walks in. I lost it. To me, it was a hilarious scene. I love Ben Stiller, but you know, what do you want to do? I don't know.
I love these movies.
He wasn't a grandfather in the first one. That's the one I like the most, but he was in the second
You're going to win this, I think, because of who I'm putting him up against.
Oh.
And I'm just being very true to who I love.
Jack Burns here.
But I think
I love the character Jack Burns. He was great.
It was yeah, he's a good character. he is good.
I mean, look, Cotton Hill from King of the Hill. I don't even
100% Cotton. He is absolutely hysterical. He makes a show, but if you haven't seen King of the Hill, it's not going to matter. But if for those of you who really know me, King of the Hill is my all-time favorite show. Even more so than The Simpsons. I have seen all 13 seasons, probably 5 times over, and Cotton is just as funny as any granddad on TV with his famous quote of
I don't know one thing
I killed 50 men. He's an old war vet. He had his shins blown out when he was in in the war, and so that's why he's so little. He tortures Hank, and is never. It's he's hysterical, and Bobby loves him, and Bobby is him. Cotton couldn't be more polar opposites, but they're really cool. So I know that's not going to be a popular pick.
Well,
but
I want to just bring up one thing that you said about Jack Burns when he's talking about you can milk anything with nipples, and he says, "Greg, I have nipples. Can you milk me?"
I mean, and that was the first one.
That was that was
when he was hanging out with Jinxie Cat. But that was
Jinxie Cat, right? Yes, yeah. I love it. No,
that was definitely good.
Oh man, I don't think Jimmy's voted for me on one time. Tony,
I might be. I'm at least struck a chord with Jimmy tonight, which is good. So, they got another vote. So there we go. So I got a couple here. This is good, Todd. I'm liking this.
It's not good. I don't know.
I'm like now, Todd. I got to preface this last. I got to tell you. All right.
Yep. All right.
You've either won,
yes,
or you've lost. I'll explain. I'll explain in a minute. But do your number one.
All right.
No, not that one. Why is that there? Go to your number one. Go back.
Number one. That's number one. That's next slide. My thing.
What the? How do you have something missing from your goofy?
I don't know, but there's my number one and your number one were the same.
Our number ones were the same.
Yes.
And actually, it doesn't even matter at this point because we both had the same number one. I don't think. All right. So our number ones were John Gustafson Sr. That is the guy with all
a whole damn plateful.
But he was unequivocally going to be my number one. And so when I saw you had him too, he is the funniest grandfather I have ever seen in movies. Burgess Meredith's last performance, and he actually died a year and a half after he made the movie. And they had to coax him through so many of his scenes because he actually had Parkinson's. And so he still was funny as hell. And those outtakes alone are worth watching.
Yes, they are. You're 100% right on that.
I mean, he was both in Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier. He was fantastic in both of them. I mean, he was just so we had them together. That was good. But the night is over. You guys have survived.
Here we go.
Long enough just to get your free stuff, and then you can leave us since you're so mad at our topics tonight.
I tell you what.
But I like the way Jimmy's scoring. If this is an indication, Todd, you can look down. Jimmy's got he's got Andy 9-1 tonight, which I like that.
No Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka. That was in every list that I saw for this. I just never really was a big fan of the Willy Wonka movie.
You were much more into the Huxtables. And
I'm sorry, it wasn't in a Rocky Balboa and Darth Vader.
You love Rocky. You love the Rocky. You love the Rocky movies, don't you? Lie. You love them.
I did not.
All right. Here's what you're working with, people. All right. I'm gonna pull this comment for a second. Bryce's talk is gonna be hard to follow. Maybe favorite ingredient in potato salad could be next week. Woo, we're getting hit tonight. That's okay. Look, that's why we're giving stuff away so you can deal with the topics. Anyway, so you've got John Hammond versus Clark Griswold Sr. You've got Russell and Anna Huxtable versus Rocky Balboa. Livia Soprano versus Mona Robinson from Who's the Boss. Medea versus Darth Vader. That just sounds funny. John Gustafson Jr. versus Max Goldman, the Grumpy Old Men battle. You've got Blanche versus Cotton Hill. You've got Rones versus
here.
What?
Melissa's got it 8-2 Todd. 8-2.
Melissa, how did that happen?
What do you mean? How did it happen? Look at your list.
I think Melissa, you may that may be what we call a typo. If you want to go ahead and retype
Brian
that
Miller,
in,
Todd wins.
Fine.
He had far too many stretches and cartoon grandfathers. Oh, 2-1 Todd.
Wait, not 2-1 Todd. Hold on, because I just got Micah said finish the glass. Micah's for me as well.
Oh, where's that? I missed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's 2-2.
2-2.
What is Evan? Todd would probably rank potatoes number 9. I don't know what that means, but okay. In the potato. Oh, he's talking to Brian Miller's.
All right.
It is
so. All right, let me see. Olivia, we didn't pick Shirley MacLaine, but we need to know your winner. Tell us who won. Annie, who won? Guys, let me see. Who do we have here? Who's winning? Me or Todd on these?
Melissa had it me 8-2, and so did Monica. Andy, I am now up 3-2.
Wait, where did Monica say she voted for you? I didn't see that.
She said, Monica, I had the same.
Oh,
same total. Melissa had it 8.
More people here. Scott, Tony, I haven't seen your votes yet. Come on now. Bring them in, John. I haven't seen the votes.
I think I need a fact check here. Somebody count these.
Okay, Evan's got me. Jimmy has me. There we go. Add 2 more to my list.
All right. I already had Jimmy. Jimmy was so you have Micah from Finish the Glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going right from the top. Here we go. Ready? All right. So Finish the Glass had Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa had me. That's 1-1. Brian had me. That's 2-1. Brian Miller. Monica had me. That's 3-1. And then Ocean had you 3-2. Evan from Weird Beer Reviews had you. That's 3-3.
Annie has me for the win.
Annie had you. That's 4-3. You. Really hard to pick a winner this week. Robot Scott had me. It's 4-4.
Oh, John says it's hard to pick. Look at John. Love to be the tiebreaker. Go ahead, John.
Mm-hmm. Andy was so sure he was going to win this. Tried to cheat and everything.
Trying to cheat.
Called all you guys undesirables and deplorables. Just remember that when you're voting people.
Come from the guy last week that tried to pander to you by telling you the burritos were the most American food possible. I don't want to. There's nothing more American than a burrito, everybody.
Trying to make me look. Look, he's a bully too, people. He's a bully. Still 4-4. We've got 23 people in here. We've got 8 votes. Come on, guys. Who's better here? This is big here. I think we all lost, John. John said, I think we all lost. Well, Todd drove by my house tonight and didn't stop to say the kid. For me, that's a
nice.
That's funny, actually. 5-4. Okay.
That's my pick.
Maybe you both need to wear diapers. Well, okay.
Olivia, you got to pick one of the two.
Let's
see. Anybody?
All right.
My wife must have jumped off. She's mad at me because she helped me pick, and now she left.
Your wife cannot vote.
So she didn't. She's allowed to vote. You can't make the rules. Women are allowed to vote. Todd, look at him. He's such a sexist too. God, amazing.
Such a cheater.
I tell you, Todd, you're awful.
Well, you know what? Andy's winning. I think we have to cut it off if no one else wants to vote.
Monica, don't hold grudges. Put the list up again. John wants to be this tiebreaker.
Yeah. Put the list up, Andy.
I always know what's going to happen when John's a tiebreaker. That's all right.
Put it up.
All right. So there we go. Let me pull this comment down.
I choose Neds over Vader for wins. What? I don't know what that means.
I think that means I win. Let's just put that
No,
down.
it doesn't. Over Vader. You pick Vader, not me.
I don't know what that means. All right.
I feel like we just this channel jump the shark. Well, we don't want to do that. Andy, we don't want to jump the shark. All right. I'll drink the. You know what?
No, don't be. I know that's your
5-4. I don't know what to tell you.
Hazelnut. Well, it's 5-5 if John decides to read this over and pick to you. So
Vader was never grandfather. I think Olivia's voting for Todd. I think that's what's happening here. I'm pretty
Vader
sure.
was a grandfather, Olivia. Even if he was dead, that doesn't make him not a grandfather.
I agree with you, Vader.
See, John voted for Todd. It's 5-5.
5-5. Come on, Olivia, give me that win, baby.
We need one. Oh.
Yes, 6-5, Todd.
Is there one person out there who will give their friend Andy a push here? This is unreal.
This is great. This is so good.
Of course, my wife went to bed. She's probably watching Medea Goes to Jail.
I don't think you have any more. Do you have any more of that McCormick there, Andy?
I'm running out. I'll tell you that much because I keep losing every week.
Yep. Oh, Nina Yorty's in the house. I don't know who she's voting for, but let's go. What do you got
Nina
here?
said Andy. So thank you, Nina. We are
I'm winning
tied up.
6-5 right now. I think people just like watching you lose, Andy, at this point.
Yeah, Todd. Dagger, a whole plateful.
Look at that. He was so sure. He was so sure. Melissa Spence, we already got you, but yep, there we go. I like the bald head. I got it 6-5. We've got 23 people in here. Only 11 have voted, but hey, that's okay. And Andy, I'm sorry, buddy, but we got to put a time limit on this because we got a great giveaway to get to, and I
suppose a deal is a deal. And
wow, it's an upset, ladies and gentlemen. We all thought I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't.
McCormick's in a glass.
Yes.
Or
it's 4 in a row.
as Todd likes to call it, hazelnut.
It is
so
4
I've got 4 in a row. I will say, Todd, I'm impressed. 4 in a row. Not
Look
sure.
at this. Look at this. Jimmy.
Brian hates this topic, by the way. Not sure getting the win this week is worth fighting for. It's like in the final derby.
I got to tell you, I wasn't psyched about it either, Brian, but I won and I'll take it. I'll take it. Take it.
Gosh, the guy who doesn't like old people and he ends up with the win again. That's fine. John said he was cooking dinner. John, it's 6. What is it? 6-5?
6-5. John, he can't pick you. I'm the one who trades.
If John picks me, we could be tied. We could be doing this together. But
well, you know what? I think here's the thing. I think it's fitting since not many people like this topic, and you did. You're the loser. No, I'm just joking. I think it's fitting that we both drink together. Is what I'm saying.
You don't have to drink. You're gonna have to say.
I want to.
I'm gonna end up having to buy my own bottle soon because I keep losing every week after week. So it doesn't really matter.
I can pour you some of this.
Yeah, flavored bourbon vodka.
Well, and let's do it together. I think
rules are rule. You've got your punishment might be coming up later anyway, based off your old reaction to your original sip of the 114. So I'll let you save your palate.
It's the loser. There you go. Andy picked the topic. So there you go, Andy. I love this topic too.
Here's the deal.
John picks me because he wants a strawberry milk beer. Perfect, John. Yes, it's official. 4 in a row.
Brian, I want you to pick the topic next week. So for the rest of the evening, your goal is to pick a good topic.
I think that's a good idea. Let's give him. He's a member.
You're giving us such a hard time. You pick the topic next week. But anyway, all right. Cheers.
Cheers,
Todd,
Andy.
you gotta work the little camera there, so you could or as you all back in your high horse in your ivory tower. Click the button. I'll do it for you. Oh, goodness, it's hard to get a good cover, man. Cheers, everybody.
Look at that, sweet McCormick's. Look at that. Look at it. It's beautiful. Isn't that good? I think we need an emoji for McCormick's. It'd be like drink McCormick's, drink McCormick's. We need a McCormick's emoji for members.
It's smooth.
Andy, did you see what Brian Miller said? Here's a list of grandparents you missed. Nobody cares. Brian Miller says party movie, or no, Ocean party movies. Party movies for next week. Party movies.
Now, Todd will find a way to ruin that too. We'll figure something out.
Absolutely not. Andy, 4 in a row, bud. 4 in a row.
Yeah, it's fine.
Man, he's hurting, guys.
You're a man of the
people. A little bit. Andy, I feel sad. I feel sad for Andy.
It's all right. I'm happy for you. You won.
Well, this is such a hot topic, Andy. I'm afraid to invite people in.
Well, just remember, you get if you come on now, Todd. If you want to put the
I will
banner up. Yeah. You get 4 stone or 3 stone beers. After we're done, we'll raffle those off, and then it took a while to play with. Just so we get hit with copyright one more time. I figure why the heck not? Let's do that. So, all right. So yeah, 3 stone IPAs coming. But until then, we are going to bring some people on. You can tell us what we missed, if anything, since this wasn't exactly everybody's favorite topic.
I'm going to start putting. So here's another thing. If you're a member, you're getting 2 spots in the wheel. I think we should do something for members. They're supporting us the most. your name's getting put in twice. So
That's true. So, all right, we can do that tonight. So we'll put your name in twice for the beers. That's fine. Or for everything, you know, or for the beers, we'll put your name in twice for the beers. Except for Brian Miller, your name is taken out. Actually, tonight. So we're going to take.
No way.
Todd's like, I'm not doing that. He knows I'm kidding, Todd. It's okay. Anyway, from the great state of Texas, let's welcome Micah to the stage. What's up?
You made it home, buddy.
What's up? Dude, it was rough. It was
how was
day.
Yeah, first day of school, right? I know you said you had a lot.
First day of school, then an AC emergency. Had to go drop off basically plug-in ACs. They're not that great, but I had to do something for them because they got kids too. So I just got home like 10 minutes ago. It was nuts.
Well, hey, Micah, I did want to say, because you've given me a lot of flack in the past for this. So just so you know, I did switch locations slightly so that at least there's some decor in the background. You got the guitars.
Yes.
I
even put that in the comments.
You know, I know that was kind of bothering you for a while. So hey,
it was. I'm very proud of you, man. I love it. It looks great. I love the guitars hanging behind you. It goes with your whole Led Zeppelin thing. It looks great. I love it.
Hey, there you go.
Great. It's not as busy as mine is, but it's simple and clean and very
like a party, like it's going on over there. That's fine.
It is a party. It is a party over here. That's all I do is party. So anyway, cheers.
Cheers. So tell me, this topic didn't hit with everybody, and you know you never know, because I was thinking last week, like food, like I was like, people aren't going to care, and they loved it. And then this year I'm thinking, look, grandparents are going to be funny. Like there's 10,000 grandparents in movies and TV, but apparently people don't like old people, so that didn't resonate. So I mean, hey, who knows what these are going to bring? I don't know, but did we miss anyone in your book?
So I think one of the biggest challenges that y'all had tonight was determining if they played a grandparent or if they were a grandparent. I think that was a huge thing. Like, I mean, you squeak by with the Rocky Balboa because he actually played a grandparent in the last Rocky Balboa movie, but his whole legacy is built on the first 12 of those movies. So so you squeak by there. The Darth Vader one, I mean, yes, he is a grandfather. He was brought up in the new series, but again, his whole legacy is built off of that end. It's not how they acted. I think that your King of the Hill, that was a perfect pick. I love that one.
There you go.
As far as the grandparents, that was a good one. As far as ones that you missed, I had a hard time thinking about this. And so like, I even looked up, and I don't think it's 100% true. But according to Wikipedia, the Secondhand Lions guys were grandparents, which that was just an amazing movie. It's almost like Grumpy Old Men, but newer and a lot more funny in my opinion. So that'd really be the only one that I would put, but I mean, it is kind of a rough topic that it's hard to do.
Honestly, I think this is fun. Anytime you can get people talking about, you know, like, no, that's not right, or this is right, or that's a stretch, or this is good. I think that's the fun of this whole thing. You want it to be subjective. You want people to
controversy creates views.
Yeah, I think
that's true. I guess I don't know.
Look, Todd.
Oh, it does. It does. You get a lot of interaction on controversy if you can piss people off.
That's true. That is definitely true.
Like,
I pissed people off last night on my live stream. It was great. I loved it.
Who'd you piss off? I was on there. Who'd you piss off? I didn't see it.
That Mike guy.
Oh, that's right.
A third of the people who watched Stern said they love him. 2/3 who watched him said they hated him. But that still accounts for a huge audience. So you never know. So I think these topics are gonna.
Oh, hey Micah, John Hill. Yeah, John Hill wants to trade with you, and I'm telling you right now, you want to trade with John Hill. He's got access to fantastic beers from the Pacific Northwest.
Absolutely. I think you added me on Instagram, didn't you, John?
I think he did. Yeah.
I think you did. Yeah, hit me up, brother. We can totally.
All right, so Micah, you're in. You got 2 entries into these. Let me ask you this: you have Monday.
I'm not drinking them. I'll hold on to them, but
that's right. I wouldn't open them either. Actually,
well, I'm not drinking because they're Stone IPA, and you know how I feel about them. But that's me.
Calm down. Or you could win a.
I like the artwork. The artwork is beautiful.
You have any whiskey for later on, or anything to drink? You come back with us.
I've got a hazy IPA. I stopped by the store, so I got a hazy IPA.
All right, sounds good. All right, let me bring in a couple people. We want to get this giveaway, and stick with us. All right, hold on. All right. So now I may have lost, but I feel like I won because that's the way you look at this.
My man gave me a 9-1 victory tonight, and I like it. I like it. So Jimmy, what's
There he
going on?
is.
What's up?
Hey, buddy. How are you, man?
Hey, I cracked this open just for you, Todd, or Andy. It's a brand new one. So
Is that the old?
There it is. Oh, look at that. And it's not losing for Jimmy, right? That's winning right there. That's winning. That's winning. So, Jimmy, this topic you seem to be okay with. You were right on there with a lot of them.
Well, it's because I am a grandpa, So I mean,
well, happy Grandpa Day or Grandparents Day. There you go.
No, the only one that I could really think of was like the grandpa from Lost Boys, and you guys already talked about that a little bit. So,
yep,
it's kind of a tough subject to research.
Such a good movie too.
Yeah.
So my brother just threw this up here.
That's a good point.
Scream. I didn't know he was a grandfather. Now again, that's one of those things.
He was a grandfather of one of the kids, wasn't he? He was coaching the other team. No, or was he a father? I don't know.
No, he was just helping. He was the neighbor of Will Ferrell.
Neighbor. Oh,
right. But if he was a grandfather, he was funny as heck in that movie. He was great, and so. But yeah, that's a good one. So
the Clark Senior, but that was the one that got me, Todd, because I relate to that guy a lot. I watch my son-in-law just melting down like every Christmas, trying to bring everything together.
Yep.
And I just have to take him to the side.
There you go. See, like,
you're give
like,
him a talk.
There you go. See, look at that.
You know, I like Jimmy every week when you come on.
Yeah.
You can tell the story about whether it's a song or a movie or a scene or a character, why it touched you in a way where you're like, this brought me back to this memory, or I felt this because I remember this here. I love listening to your story. I just gotta say, I really do.
Yeah.
So
Brian
maybe,
Miller,
yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say maybe I'll come up with another topic for you, some random ass story I have. But,
yeah, we need some topics, so we'll talk about that maybe at the end. We need to get some good topics to get everybody psyched again about our list. Anyway, hey, let's I want real quick in the chat, if you want to be on the list for the giveaways, start letting us know now. I've got most of the people that are here, but if you're just lurking, let us know if you want to be in the list. Just say I'm in, whatever. So I make sure I have you on the wheel. And members, you'll get 2 entries. So
yep. And John, right? John was saying he thinks Robert Duvall was
yes.
He was good in that movie. Do you remember he was coaching against his grandson in that movie, which I thought was.
Brian Miller said Parenthood, the guy in Parenthood. That's a good one too. Yeah, Jason Rob. Yeah.
Thanks, John, for keeping me straight. That's funny. That's great.
Hey Jimmy, I watched one of your movies. I watched one of your videos this week of your dog getting hit by that copperhead.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Come on, you actually you were recording another video and that dog got hit, right?
Well, no, he didn't get bit then. He had been bit the night before, and I was kind of doctoring him.
Oh.
And while I was filming, when his little face just kind of blew up, and
you hear him yelping and everything, but then you see him next cut, he's fine and running around like a crazy dog, so he's all right.
Now, when they get snake bit, you have to. It's gross, but you have to kind of wait for it to rupture open, and for all the venom and stuff to come out. And it's a common occurrence down here, so it's just it's like living in the jungle down here. So
got it. All right.
Thanks for uplifting the group here.
He's fine now. He went and got a haircut today. He's good.
There you go.
Hey, Jimmy,
Jimmy. Yep, we'll come back and drink some whiskey.
I'm definitely gonna do. I'm gonna practice Old Tub with you, man. I'm excited. For that. I've heard good stuff.
I just saw it. I scoured my liquor store and I could not find Grandad, so I saw that and I was like, man.
They're both Jim Beam. So they're both Beam products. I think they're both gonna. I can't wait to try the tub, dude. I'm excited. I'll be trying it with you. So stick with us.
All right, man. I'll be here.
All right. We got a few more people in the chat.
Annie Ann, you're in, correct? I believe, right? You're in for she's trying to win again 2 times in a row.
She can win again. That'll be fun.
I know. Yeah. I've just added her.
But sometimes Todd, you just want to, I told you that sometimes intros just hit you, and you just feel, you have to feel them to do them.
Yeah.
So let's welcome our next guest.
All right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to.
Hey, look! It just looks like them. Just like them. Look at that.
That is
interesting.
Everyone may not know. He doesn't like it. Look at him.
Look, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
I'm laughing. He's smiling. He's having a good time.
There you go.
Everybody's happy. I said it's got to do something with Humpty, and I gotta kind of, and look, he's got his Duke.
There he is.
So,
there he is.
It was apropos, but John, you weren't loving the topic, so you got to tell us, if
I don't want to crush you guys too bad on it. You guys have done an awesome job. 20 some episodes of this, right? I mean, I can't crush you guys too hard on it, but this one was a challenge for me.
Well, it was a challenge for me
like
too.
Todd. I mean, it was a challenge. It feels like it was forced on Todd a little bit tonight.
Wasn't forced. I agreed to it, but once I got into it, I was like, "Ooh, I don't really know my."
I mean, you may have agreed to it, but there were probably 7 to 10 times during the countdown where you were like, "I wasn't really feeling this topic."
And yet, still, he watches.
I won, John. And it won.
He types in, he watches his favorite movie. Medea types in top 10 list, and all of a sudden he wins. So it's like, you know what? This is great. That's how I lost. Yeah. So
4 in a row.
John, just out of curiosity, is there anything that you're like, you know what? I would have at least put this person in. I did think of.
I had a couple. I had from the Nutty Professor. The clump.
Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a very good one.
Yeah.
I would take that.
That probably would have been my number one.
Your comment just came out, John.
What was that?
I once got busy in Burger
King bathroom.
Humpty. Anybody, don't go away. We're spinning the wheel soon, like very soon.
And Evan, click that camera back on if you want to jump back in. But yeah,
right, John, you have to stick around for this.
Great
you can win something here, John. We want to.
You
got 2 entries.
So 5 chances, right? I mean,
right, 5 chances.
Yeah, John. I thought about Wedding Crashers, Mama Cleary.
I had her in my list.
Myself, that was one of the ones who I thought. But also, do you remember Betty White from The Proposal?
Yes.
Do you remember when she was? Did you ever see The Proposal with? It was Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And she was out in the woods, and she was smoking the peace pipe. Betty White was, and they were just doing the to the windows, to the walls. They were dancing together. Yep. I almost put Betty White in for that one too, but.
And I actually told Todd. I talked to Andy earlier this week, or I saw him, and was just kind of like, the one thing about this topic is like the first people I go to are just like old people in like TV shows, right? And like the Seinfelds and the Costanzas, they're not
grandfather,
right?
Exactly.
They don't have grandkids.
Correct.
One character, like Nana was the only one, right, in Seinfeld that was
because Uncle Leo was her kid.
Correct. Yep.
So, that would have been
same thing with Arthur Spooner, right?
That's right.
Same thing with him. He was
All right, let's just get off this topic. We're analyzing it way too much.
They didn't have kids.
We're analyzing. It's like Joe Flacco. I feel like we're doing the whole Joe Flacco thing here. It's just like, why are we doing it?
Stick around, John. We'll have you in soon. Good to see you.
All right, John. See you, buddy.
Stick
around. Don't leave. We want to see if you can win this.
Speaking of Joe Flacco, I know that one of his biggest supporters of all time is coming up with this next.
Oh gosh!
So we want to add to the stream one of our favorite people.
Definitely.
What's the matter? You don't like Joe, Todd?
I don't. I love Joe, but you're starting to make me not. I don't know what's going on here, but it's too much.
You're the worst. What's going on, man?
Evan from
I just hate being the Joe Flacco guy. Yeah, and I'm like not a Joe Flacco guy, but I will own it. I started it. I started it. It's fine.
Look, if you want to be known for being a Super Bowl MVP, who is the 10th winning quarterback.
Evan, you're going to have that whenever you get a thing from Andy. It's going to have Joe Flacco in it. You know that, right?
I mean, it's absolutely. Of course, it's coming.
It's coming. If I can exploit something, Alf, Joe Flacco, whatever, I'm going to do it. Todd, I'll figure it out. So, no, I wouldn't do that, Todd.
So, Evan, what did we miss on this abomination of a list?
You missed something, but not that I'm upset about. So if I can have the floor for 30 seconds here, 30 to 40 seconds.
Wait. Look at the camera's on you. We're going to put it up front. There you go. Now, it is yours.
My green screen's messed up. I kept turning my camera off. All right. So I was expecting one of you to mention Rose Dawson from Titanic. Familiar? Old lady in Titanic.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She's the worst. She's the absolute worst. She's a garbage person. And I was hoping that one of you would put her because I was just going to go off. And it was really the only one I was prepared to go off on. So let's break it down, right? First off, when she meets Leo in the movie, she's a total gold digger. She's just marrying Billy Zane for his money. Good for you, Rose, but doesn't make you an awesome person. So let's fast forward to the scene where they get on the lifeboats. And both Leo and Billy Zane want her on that lifeboat. She gets off the lifeboat. Before she gets off the lifeboat, Leo says, I'm a survivor. I can survive, Rose. And she says, no, I'm going to get off anyway because I need you to spend the next 50 minutes saving me from certain death, which results in you also dying. So then let's fast forward to that. The piece of wood, right? It's been heavily debated if Leo would have fit on the piece of wood.
Looked like it to me.
In the freezing Atlantic. He absolutely would have. They've scientifically proven it. I'm not joking, by the way.
She's just look that out like she's on a beach cabana.
But does she let him get on the piece of wood? Absolutely not. And if she'd been on that lifeboat,
he could have been on the wood.
Leo could have had that piece of wood. It could have been his, but it wasn't, and he froze to death.
Wrong? Was it not? It was a door, wasn't it? Was it a door?
Whatever. It was a piece of a door. Yeah, it was a piece of driftwood. Just I don't know, an ornate wood carving.
He weighed more than Todd when he was in 4th grade.
True.
So true. So I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. They probably both could have fit on that.
Right. And then the last thing is the diamond. Then she throws this hopelessly enormous value. Not even about the value. It's like a beautiful wonder of natural earth.
She throws it over.
And she throws it into the water. Says, no, because I watched this 18-year-old freeze to death one time, so I wouldn't let him on my piece of wood. So I'm getting rid of this diamond.
Like at the golf.
Throwing it away. Yeah, sorry.
He was.
Yeah, and if you can't tell, that's one of my bits and one of my acts. So I was hoping you would mention Rose Dawson to allow me to launch into that. So thank you for me
on Todd's list, but he only had 10 that he could find on the Wikipedia.
It was not on my list. I don't like the movie, and she's I didn't like her either too. But not for actually now that you point out all those reasons, I guess. Yeah, I was like, I'm not like
Olivia. I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Weird guy.
But you missed nothing. The list was fine. Sorry, my cam's.
Yeah, you look like you're in a 70s disco.
I do, don't I?
Yeah, get down. Hey, you have to have Old Grandad. You're a big whiskey guy.
I do. Yeah. I'm going to get off this because I'm flashing like I'm a member of Electric Light Orchestra.
So
I do have Old Grandad. I'm not looking forward to it. I've had the bottle for 4 years. It's not very good, but I'm going to drink them.
Get rid of that back screen so we don't have a screen.
Backward and drink it.
Will do. Sorry, guys.
All right. So, so we're gonna do the giveaway. Yes. Before we do that, of course, we always are excited to welcome our really good friend.
What time is it?
It's time.
God, what time is it?
It's time.
God, what time is it?
It's time. Scott!
You know, always
right up on his face.
Look at him. Look at him. He looks so happy.
Dude, that beard has gotten thicker. I'm not gonna lie.
Getting ready for the winter.
Yeah, he's
look at that. Look at
coming
that.
in.
Coming in is right. How's it going, God?
My brother to Evan. Leo dies in the end. You ruined the movie for me.
Oh well.
That might win quote of the night. That's fantastic. Anyway, Scott, I know that you're going to be doing all kinds of fun bourbon stuff with us tonight, but did we miss any grandparents before we do this giveaway?
Did you get Grandma's Boy?
No.
I had 3 or 4 people tell me you got to see it, and I haven't seen
that movie.
My God, it's so funny. Happy Gilmore? Grandma for Happy Gilmore?
She could have been. She was like my 13, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it that I can think of.
All right, good.
And who was the other Salem? Remember, God, what was she?
In Grandma's Boy, it's Betty White.
It was Wedding Singer who did the hip into the hip. It was who did Gangsters. Wasn't that one of the? Mm-hmm. That was the same lady. Yeah, who rapped in Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler, the grandma movie.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's the one that I think that's the same one from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So, all right, Scott. So we're gonna put some people's names in the wheel here.
Your last chance. Hey guys, if you want to be in this, let me know. I got everybody else who's been in. I've got in. Is there anybody that's lurking?
Shirts on the way. All right, so
is Katie lurking?
Yes, to being in.
She's not watching.
Oh, okay. Hi, Katie. Hey, there's Katie. Hey, all right.
Nice. On the spot. Awesome. So
you got 2 anyway.
Yeah. I'll hear about that later.
Oh, Katie, your shirt's coming.
Todd, you got your wheel ready? Is there
ready,
anybody
man.
else? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Who you want?
Let me go through who I've got, okay? And you can comment.
If you don't hear your name, please type in.
Well, I'm going to go through my list.
Like that you want to be in.
Yeah, so I've got Ocean's World twice, Finish the Glass twice, Weird Beer Reviews, Brian Miller twice, Robot Scott twice, Monica Tiamone Arts twice, Annie Ann, Lone Star. Is Lone Star Beer Review still here? I don't know if they are. If they're not, they're disqualified. Melissa Spencer twice, John Coppola twice, Anthony Canternock twice. I had Nina Yorty and Olivia Darling and John Hill. Are you guys still here? If not, then we'll take them out. But
I think they're here. And
Beanham Homebrew is here, so I put him in. So there you go.
So anybody else who wants to get in on this, please go ahead and put your name in. If not, Todd's going to put that fabulous wheel up for us to spin.
Is Nina Yortley still here? I don't know. We've dropped off. Well, I don't know. I'm just making sure. This is your last chance, guys, before I spin it. Oh, Olivia is always here. That's awesome. Love it.
Going twice.
You're in, Olivia. Okay, I think we're ready. Andy, you ready?
Yeah, man. So go ahead, pull the screen up and roll that beautiful bean footage. We're going to do this 5 times.
Oh, my gosh.
5 times.
So here's what we'll do. The first 3 are for the IPA, and the first one gets to pick the one. We'll let them pick. All right, and then the second and the third one will get whatever's left.
I like that.
Right?
That's
and
cool.
Then we'll go to the 2 mugs. All right, so let's have it. Anybody else? Andy, last chance. Nobody else? We're missing? Okay. All right, so there's our list. Hopefully, let me pull it down a little bit. We can see it. All right. You put that on big screen, Andy. Let's go here. All right. You want to put it full so we can see it good? Let's get it.
I'm going to get rid of this comment. And then John said, my Big Fat Greek Wedding too. I probably should have. See, there's a lot that I could have missed, but that's all right.
All right. This is for the first Stone guest artist series.
Stone, Todd, roll it up. What we got?
Oh, I love this. Let's see who's going to win. It's Nina Yorty. She's still here. I haven't heard. Oh, it's Olivia Most. Oh, it's Nina.
Yeah. Nina, are you here? If not,
if she's not here, we're going to redo it because she's got to pick which one she wants.
Nina, you have
literally
30 seconds on the clock.
Yes. Really?
Do I have a 30 countdown? I feel like I do.
Should. Yeah, get a 30-second countdown.
Let me see.
If she's not here, we're no winner. No mom.
I'm not going through all that. Forget that. You know what, Nina? You're down to 10.
Oh, Andy, you were quick to pull that trigger.
It's going to take a while. Let me see. Nina going once, going twice.
I'm taking Nina out of all this. So hold on. So she was here like 10 minutes ago.
You need to just respell. I guess look at you. You're pretty quick at that. That's not bad, buddy.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready?
Roll it again, dude.
Here we go for the first IPA.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Brian Miller. Look at that.
Right. The man who hated everything about tonight gets a beer. You know,
it's only fitting. It is only fitting.
Amazing.
All right, so let's real quick, Brian. Let me get back off of this. Stop sharing my screen.
I'll do it at the end. Do it at the end.
Okay. All right.
You can do it at the end. The first 3 that win. And then you can go back.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you, buddy. I'm trying to help you.
Whatever you want to do, bud. You're
the gourmet around here.
All right. So do I remove him? Or
I told you to remove him a while ago for the way his behavior was. That's you can leave Brian in.
Leave him in? Okay, we'll leave him.
1 out. Remember, they get 2 chances, so take 1 out because he won one. He could win them, but
that's right. That's a good point. There you go. Okay, see the perks of being a member. You won. Look at that. All right, here's for the second pick on the IPA series.
Spin it, Todd.
It's going.
Brian's happy. That's good. Brian, we're happy for you. That's awesome.
He's going to win again. He's going to win again.
I'll be well. I tell you. Sometimes you're the bug and sometimes you're the windshield. Brian,
Brian, you're getting 2.
He's officially out, but that's fine. He gets 2 of them. That's fine. Hey, rules are rules. Brian wins twice.
That's right. Man, everybody go.
Brian. 2/3 of the set.
So you cannot, unfortunately, win the entire set, but
you're out now. Who was the most?
That is awesome. So,
wow, what are the chances there? All right, well, like 1 in 30 maybe. All right, so here we go.
Watch the taste of this topic.
This is for the third Stone
All right, the third stone goes to
Monica. All right.
Oh no,
Yes.
it's Monica.
Monica. There it is.
All right.
All right.
Brian and Monica, you guys are the first two members to have won. We haven't had any members win yet.
No. All right. So
that's
we'll
cool.
have them pick in a second. So once they get back, they can tell me which ones they want. All right. So Brian, you pick. Actually, Brian, you pick two, and then whatever one Monica wants, she gets. If you want to be that way, or you could be a gentleman and let Monica pick whatever one she wants.
On the spot, we'll see what happens. All right.
Okay. So now it's for Andy. What you want to show that awesome?
Monica has one removed, and we are going to go. Actually, all members get removed. Because this we were only doing members for the beers, right?
We're not removing any members.
Just do your thing.
We're just going with it, Andy.
I don't mean removed. I mean twice. Remember what we talked about?
Oh, whatever you want to do. Take them out so they only get one entry. Oh, that stinks. Okay.
It's just making it complicated. I want you to roll it. This is for the mug.
Okay.
You
guys ready?
We're gonna do the mug twice. The mug giveaway twice.
Okay. Monica says send it to her brother Jimmy. Oh, all right. Well, whatever she wants to do.
It's awfully nice.
It's Anthony Canterna. Look at that. It's a new member. Andy's brother.
Tony, Todd, I'll take care of shipping on that one.
You better. There you go.
I'll cover that.
So I got it on that one. Don't worry. So you get a left mug.
Nice. Look at the perks of membership.
This is nice. And now
all right, last mug for the night. This is it, guys. Let's see who wins.
Let's see what we got.
Big money, no whammy, no whammy.
Oh, it's gonna be Annie Ann again. Oh no, she won again.
Oh my goodness.
There, hey, that's what happens. Man, second time winner for Annie. Is Annie Ann still here? She is.
She's here.
There
Wow.
you go.
All right, so
beautiful. I love it.
So Todd, go ahead and show. Well, let's see. Brian, you get to pick two of these. And if Monica's really giving one to Jimmy, then let Brian go ahead and pick first.
Okay, so here's the three we have. There is the handwritten gargoyle, Stone IPA. There is the seated gargoyle. Let me just say seated.
Or you can say 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, so there's one. Can you see it? Sorry, the light's in the way. 2. And then a cool 3.
So the combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a combination an idiot would put on his luggage.
That's right. Spaceballs.
Remind me to change my combination of my luggage.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
It's the same combination of my luggage.
All right, Annie Ann, you're getting a mug. You just need to tell us what type you want. I think she wants the. She picked a LEP COVID mask, so I think she wants a LEP mug, right? I assume. Brian Miller, what do you want? 2 is 2 was the coolest. So Ocean, who's getting Monica's, he likes this one most, Brian. But if you want that one, that's your call. If you want to take it from Jimmy, it's up to you.
It's all up to you.
This is riveting, right? All right. So where's Brian? Brian 2 and 3 for so. All right. So you get number 1, Jimmy, which I think is still very cool. All right. You get that guy.
You know what? This is why we need a production crew, Todd. So this is when you pull someone offline and they take all their information off camera. And, you keep
whatever.
It rolling.
2 and 3. I got it. And we'll get in touch with Annie and.
Yeah. So next week, guys, what's going to happen? We'll do some giveaways next week too. I will take Todd off the stream and keep going. Scott and I will go, and he will take your orders down, and we'll be in good shape.
Anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. He gets the fool of himself. He thinks he's going to win. Anyway, who won the other mug? Annie won one. Who won the other one?
Yeah, she said let mug will be off. Tony did. Tony won.
Tony, that's right. Okay, perfect.
I have a feeling I'll go on the let mug too, which is pretty cool. So,
all right. So let's start drinking some whiskey, can we? It's almost 2 hours.
All right. So first of all, it is.
Thank you guys for everybody.
That's awesome. I hope you all enjoyed that. And Todd, I do. It's time for a little bit of whiskey, man.
Time to tell the baby about the bottle that you drink.
You're getting hammered. You're right tonight.
You can play that a little longer, because that's that's a great song.
So I did want to say something. Scott, you're going to take us through Old Grandad for a second, right?
Later on, Olivia. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Okay. Yeah, it's great. Good to see you, and thank you for coming But before you do, Todd, we had talked a little while ago about some of our original live streams, and they were poor. Let's be honest; they were not good.
Okay.
But there was one in particular that I remember about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Look, you're already. I can see you already starting to smirk and smile there.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave you a little bit of a sip of your first. Oh,
this was a live stream.
140. Just to refresh your memory of the first time Todd sipped on Old Grandad 114.
All right, so take a small little swig.
I want to write a story about you guys. Do it. Whatever. Any publicity is good publicity.
Stuff for you.
Okay, so now we're sipping it.
Take a little sip, not a big.
We cheers whiskey.
We can cheers whiskey. Yeah,
all right, cheers.
But take a little sip and kind of like let it coat your mouth a little bit, like swirl it. You're good with the swirling stuff.
I swallowed it. It burned my tongue as soon as I put it on.
Supposed to swirl it.
Yeah.
Now,
okay, so I don't know how you can drink that. Like, does it get better?
Oh yeah.
How?
Absolutely. We've coated our tongue. Our palates are ready. Now smell again, just a little bit. So,
I like the smell of it. I like bourbon smell, so I like the smell of it.
Now
but
this if you now take a sip again, but this time hold it for a little bit. You should pick up like some apple, some caramel, a little bit like that. or is it just killing you?
It's really hot.
Well, it's 114 proof. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be hot.
It's burning my tongue. You got any Coke or something to put in there? Open you up.
Sweat a little bit there.
Am I glistening, guys? Can you see? I need makeup powder.
So Todd, that's your first foray into trying.
What in the world? I don't even remember that.
That's how good our live streams used to be. I mean, just the raw, authentic quality.
Like right next to each other, all like
watching Todd call for makeup. So that was.
I don't even remember that. I don't remember that. I remember. I thought it was a video we did, but it was not. You're right. Dang.
No, that was a terrible live stream. That
was before, Jimmy. Let me highlight that because Jimmy's right on. That was before I became a McCormick's. Exactly, McCormick's any day. Now, hold on. I'm hoping. Here's where I'm going to bring Scott. You can do us the whole thing on the 114, but I'm hoping in a year and a half of drinking bourbon and starting to drink it neat. Like that was the first time I ever drank bourbon neat. I think ever. I'm hoping I enjoy it more. And I can change my palate has changed, and I will enjoy
it. First time you took shots of cheap bourbon.
True.
In college. It's the first time you did a sip on one.
This is a good social. This is a good experiment to see if my palate really has changed. Let's see what happens. So, right? All right. Tell us a little bit about 114.
So, yeah. Well, we're gonna bring you through Spotlight on Scott. Go ahead, buddy. And I don't have any background, so it's just your face today because I didn't have time for a background. So we're all staring.
I'm at the beach, so I'm just sitting here. I got shunned to the front room. But so Old Grandad is a Jim Beam Centauri product. It comes in a couple different proofs. They have an 80 proof, a 100 proof, a bottle of Bond, and then they have the Old Grandad 114. Old Grandad got it to start from. It was a great descendant of Basil Hayden. He wanted to do, or not, it was like, I think it was his either grandfather or great grandfather.
He could have made our list tonight, but he didn't.
Yeah.
So
he wanted to honor his grandfather, Basil Hayden, which is also another Beam Centauri product. So he called it Old Grandad. And then 1996, I want to say, Basil Hayden was released. So it's all the same thing. Basil Hayden's basically the 80 proof, and it goes to like 90, 100, and then 114. This is the highest proof of it. And that's about, so we've talked about Jim Beam before, so that's a majority of it.
Let me ask you this, Scott. What do you think? You've had it before.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of 114?
So
honest point.
114 is a great bargain. Like high proof bourbon. There's not too many of them because Old Grandad 114 is like $25 if that, at 114 proof. So it's like bang for your buck. I think if you put it against anything else at $25, it's going to blow it out of the wet. Especially barrel proof, blow it out of the water. I think it's got that distinctive Jim Beam nuttiness. in the Old Grandad.
One would say like McCormick's hazelnut, right, Jimmy?
No, one would not.
we're gonna do a little Old Tub with Jimmy in a minute.
All right.
All right. So as my wife says, Centauri Time. That is from Lost in Translation, which is a fantastic movie as well. So go ahead, Evan. We'll let you do this. Todd, before we all do this, Todd, I want you to take the first sip.
Yep.
I want you to go ahead. We're going to camera on you. This is take two of OGD.
Right, so
this is your bourbon,
So I've let this sit here for probably at least 30 minutes, right? So it's really opened up. The nose on it's not very hot at all. Like I'm not getting any alcohol burn or anything like that. Are you? Anybody else? I'm not. So the smell,
we're not talking. Right. This is you.
Smell
is all
you. Very pleasant. Is this a high? This is not a wheat? Does this have rye in it? A lot of rye or no?
Yeah, I believe it's a high rye mash bill.
Because
I don't remember.
It's like a spicy note to it in the smell. I don't know what that's coming off, but anyway, cheers. Nobody wants to hear me smell it. Just let's drink the damn thing, right?
Just put a little in your mouth and wash it around.
Yeah, so it's got heat on it.
Yeah.
Todd loves a lot. What the heck? Where's that coming from?
Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I don't know how that happened.
So
go ahead.
my palate's totally different. It's not anywhere near as bad as I thought, but there is heat on this. On the finish and the back, it's going down, man. It's not my favorite. I gotta tell you, it's still not my favorite.
No. I mean, there's a reason it's $25, but there's lots of things that are better. But like I said, comparatively, what's out there.
Yeah, I think this is great. I like OGD.
Great.
Well, look, for what it's worth.
Okay.
You can sip on it. I like heat on the back. I like a little finish on my bourbon.
A lot of heat.
And but it has enough like cinnamon, kind of like almost like that red hot type flavor, like kicking through there. That I think it's a nice bourbon, and you could spice for the people and kind of fool them with it and say, "Oh, this is a little bit more expensive."
Yeah. And it's really great for cocktails.
I was going to say
114 holds up in a cocktail. I think it's.
Would you put this in an old fashioned or no?
Yeah, you could. I know it's not too high. I honestly drink rye old fashioned, but mostly anymore. But
so do I. Yeah.
Evan, what do you think of this? You said you didn't like it.
Evan, go ahead.
You had it for 4 years. Yeah, here we go, Evan. You had it for 4 years.
Well, I have it for 4 years because it tastes like pure jet fuel. So there's the review. Period. So I don't. Andy is absolutely correct. Like it has more bite on the back end. However, usually when I drink whiskey neat or bourbon, I don't. I usually drink Scotch neat if I'm usually doing cocktails with bourbon and whiskey. So, so Scott is correct that Old Grandad is great for cocktails, but I don't personally want to drink this neat because I feel like I could also strip the paint on my boat with this as well. So that's my opinion.
So Andy, you would drink a lot of this neat straight, like for like a sipper, like you would just sip on this. I couldn't do that. There's no way. It's really hot.
I'll answer this in a very.
I don't think it's that hot.
No,
I'll answer this very, like barrel proof and stuff like that. Like I'm not a high.
My favorite are barrel strength too, but here's your answer. All right, just to let
I don't think it's horrible. My reaction is much better. I could drink this shot of this glass and I'm good, but I wouldn't want to pour it.
I don't do mixed drinks. I rarely will do mixed drinks. I'm not a mixed drink guy. I'm not a pink beer guy, and so like I
beer.
So I don't typically do this other than neat. So if I'm enjoying a bourbon, it's because the bourbon's been neat. Now we got Jimmy with us. Jimmy, I'm going to do something here. Micah, don't go anywhere. Even though Todd brought you back on, Scott, don't go anywhere. All right, because this is going to be your moment here, Jimmy. You and I are going to do
your review.
You two, you go ahead. You two.
You want to take Todd off? God, I've been waiting to do this. That's a great idea. Okay. So goodbye, Grandma. Goodbye. So let's do this. I just poured a little bit of the Old Tub. This is a new release, by the way, from Jim Beam. This is their unfiltered like throwback to back in the day. This has been around this is one of their original whiskeys and bottles and bond. I have not tried this, but I've heard cool things about it, man. So when you said you had one and you were going to come on with it, I said we're going to do this together. So I have a glass. I like your way too. I think it's pretty nice. Let's do a little toast here.
It's not bad. I like it.
No, that
For
is
100 proof. It's smooth.
That is insanely smooth compared to what I just sipped on. So I will bring everybody back. That thing is.
Jimmy, watch out there. This could be dangerous for you. You start mixing that with your Dr. Pepper and 100 proof. You might be doing hot nuts again. Or whatever, hot nuts or flaming nuts or something.
I do have some
have you tried the old tub yet? Have you tried this?
Who are you asking?
Scott.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Oh, $23, around here. That stuff, I bought like 4 bottles to put away.
Let me tell you right now, that is
spicy. Yeah.
Dude, that's smoother than McCormick's. I'm not gonna lie to you. God, right? This thing is for 100 proof. This thing has no bite.
All right, let's go.
No, it is dangerous.
Yeah. Let's do a little Old Tub whiskey of the week next week. Then I'd like to hear more about it from Scott and try it. You intrigued.
It's got a real rich taste to it. Like there's a lot of spices in there you can taste, and it does not have a kick. It doesn't burn at all.
I think it's earlier. He said like Jimmy's got that nutty profile. That this is like over top. Like Todd, you got like your hazelnuts for the McCormick. Yeah. This actually has a nutty flavor.
Hey, real quick before we lose everybody, I don't know if Brian Miller, can you email us at 21090brewing@gmail.com your address so we can send these beers out to you. And Jimmy, I'll cook up with you, but I'll need your address too, man.
I believe I'll be missing next week, unfortunately.
No.
Wait a minute. So we have to find a replacement to take over as our whiskey guru next week.
Who's that going to be?
We'll have to elect somebody.
Evan, do you know enough about whiskey? No.
I mean, yes, I'm not at a Scott level. Shoot. But I mean, I can get by. Yeah.
Will you research and wear a Joe Flacco shirt?
That I cannot do.
Yeah.
I cannot do that.
I'll be in Kentucky for 2 days.
Wait. He just said he was in Kentucky.
Did he say he won't research or he won't wear a Joe Flacco jersey? I didn't remember which one Evan
said.
The
latter. I will perform the former. I will not do the latter. Yeah.
I'm just gonna make up stuff. That would be my entire thing.
Well,
brewed by unicorns and mermaids in a wonderful collaboration.
We made an old bathtubs. We could have a panel next week and just let people give their own 30-second description. I like it.
What whiskey should we do?
Dude, if you can find the Old Tub, this is good.
Yeah, I'm not think you like this.
There's no too hard to find.
Between the price and the name, it sounds like something you would talk about like prior to committing a felony, like that kind of story. Like, so we were sitting around drinking Old Tub. Next thing you know, we were hijacking a car, right?
I mean, I sucked the whole neck out of this thing, and I was fine.
This is how the movie Very Bad Things started. Like they're all in the Vegas.
They're drinking Old Tub.
Let's pass around a bottle of Old Tub. That's all we need. We're
fine. Old Tub is right there with Jaeger. Because if you think of The Hangover, like before all the bad things happened, they're taking shots of Jaeger, right?
No, that was Rufalin.
Yeah, Rufalin in the Jaeger, to be fair.
Flores.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yes. That's so funny.
Guys, I just wanted us to have a good time.
Oh my God!
You roofied us.
So
Brian, Brian's got.
Yeah. All right. So Evan, we might. Evan. All right. So if we can figure out what whiskey, we'll have a panel. Everybody try to get that, and we'll just.
So wait, did you say though, Scott, you're going to Kentucky next week?
Yeah. Yep.
Are you doing?
So yes, my buddy. There was a big lottery for the Four Roses limited edition.
I did it?
I did not win.
Nice.
But my buddy did, and he said, "Hey, you want to ride out with me?" And I was like, "Kentucky, sure."
Yeah. Wait, are you getting to go what he does and everything? Like you're with him?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be with him. Yeah. So
all right, here's your
he's
task.
a good guy, so I know he'll share it with me too. So
how do you feel about doing a remote guest appearance on 21090 as a videographer? Here's everything about, take some shots, videos, and we could use that sometime, right, Andy? That'd be good, right?
Or come on live from some brewery, distillery out there. Just
that could be a couple minutes. Just for a couple minutes.
I'm pretty sure it'd be closed. I'm pretty sure they'd be closed.
Yeah,
no,
they don't stay open till. I doubt that they would be open at this time.
Yeah, at this no, they have banker hours. Normally they're closed at 5. Yeah. For tours.
Yeah. Will you wear a Joe Flacco jersey if you're out there?
Jeez Louise. No, he'll wear a Lamar Jackson maybe.
I'm tired of it.
I don't
I'm tired
know
of
the
it.
Lamar Jackson
Here
one
comes
yet,
Cowboys.
so
There it is, Cowboys. Oh gosh.
I need to order a Chinese Lamar Jackson jersey.
That's right. That's what you need to do. Real quick, after party. I don't know, Monica, if you're having it, let me know so we can push it over. If not, I'm sure Micah, you'll probably host if you're usually willing.
Problem with that. Yeah.
So just I don't know. I know Monica was traveling today, so just let us know, Monica, if you're in for the after party. If not, we'll push it over to Finish the Glass.
So I thought tonight was fun.
Andy thought tonight was fun. Everybody's laughing at him.
It was great. Look, the time.
Well, for the second week in a row being called a deplorable, I mean, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna sound clip that. Yeah,
I was with you, Andy, with that whole Anakin Skywalker thing. I don't know what everybody's problem was.
But he did not play a grandpa in the movie.
Yeah,
I mean, and in Cotton Hill on top of that. Oh yeah, you
Cotton Hill was a good pick.
When was Rocky a grandfather?
Exactly. That's ridiculous.
The very last movie.
In the last Creed, he was a grandfather.
The very last movie.
It's called desperation. It's 0 for 4. He's really trying to it's
there's so many other ones that literally have grandfathers in them, and you pick Rocky, and you're like, oh, the Rocky 9. He's a grandfather in Rocky 9.
I should have stuck with Todd. Just gone with the safe.
Like the caprese salad and the top 10 list Grigio. It's like, get out of here. Look at your audience here.
What
Come
was
on.
it? What was it? The Pinot and funnel cake, or
funnel cake.
what
What in
was
the
that?
world? What in the world?
You had me at funnel cake, and then you lost me.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I lost my
lean medium steaks. I can't get over that one.
See,
can I say that people arguing about the status of a grandparent in a top 10 list of fictional grandparents is the most internet thing ever, for the record.
It's the most YouTube thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wow.
That being said, I argued too. Like the Darth Vader thing, I can't get on board with that. I can't do it.
That's all right. That's all right. Look, sometimes you have to stretch to try and try. You know,
Can I just throw this out there?
Like Joe Flacco being elite.
Is there any possibility that we're going to get consensus on what we should do next week for this top 10 list? Because right now we're a bit frazzled.
Todd, why don't we do? I got one. Why don't we do top 10 Medea movies next week? Since you are an expert on that one, can we do that next week?
I like
that one.
Medea finds a horseshoe.
I won't be watching next week, but I like that idea.
It's a good one.
How many decades did you guys do on your comedies? I mean,
that's a good point. I think we just did 80s.
Maybe we should do comedy sports movies.
Like 70s comedies. Come on, man. Like you got your Cheech and Chong and all that stuff in there.
Yeah, I was
Young Frankenstein.
I was born in the 70s, so I don't know a ton.
How about
I'm good with it.
Here we go. Cult classic movies. Ones that didn't do well in the box office, but are favorites. Like for example,
like that one.
Princess Bride.
Boondock Saints.
Most disturbing movies. I think your movies and your music list are where it's at.
Pulp
We're
Fiction.
gonna do
That's a cult classic.
Yeah, we're gonna do like horror movies in October. That's all gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll do that. We got some themes like Christmas
Here's
movies.
what I really wanted to do. I wanted to do best streaming shows, like everything that's not on network TV. So it's on Netflix or Hulu, like everything that's produced sort of on Netflix. No, nobody likes that.
Oh, best Netflix shows? You can just do
Netflix or
shows,
Hulu,
right?
or it's streaming. It's not on.
Yeah,
Netflix
Hulu doesn't
TV.
have original. Hulu doesn't have original content.
Okay, whoever. I have
a couple.
Netflix and like.
But Hulu does have all 13 seasons of King of the Hill, so I can put that on there.
Monica's wanting to come up.
Oh,
that's not original content.
Yeah,
is Monica on here?
Yeah, she's there. I mean, hold on, Monica.
Oh, we got she's yeah.
All right, so nobody likes that idea, but like, who else besides Netflix has like HBO?
I got an idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, actually, it's a stolen idea, but I think this is a cool one. I'll throw this out to everybody, and maybe we could do this next week.
Or things you've been watched in quarantine, like stuff like that. Like this is the top 10. No,
I was about to drop an idea on you. Stop talking. Ready?
Got it.
All right. So, top 10 song intros only, like those magical, like first few riffs that just take you into a song, or that you've heard, like the intro to Final Countdown, or you be like back and like like top 10 intros from songs. And there's thousands of songs. Todd. It's not like Grandparents. You have to do a little research. But let's do. We're talking about like songs. That
Songs
could be
that make you say, "Oh shit!" As soon as you hear
I
it.
like the idea of hey, Monica, there you are. You're home. How are you?
What do you think about that?
I don't mind that.
And
What do you
thank
drink,
you, man.
Monica?
Appreciate it.
Oh, what is that one, Monica? That's the raspberry creme brulee. Oh yeah, pour that out. Pour that in a glass.
Raspberry creme brulee.
I spent the afternoon at Burley Oak today.
Did
you?
You did? Nice.
Yeah, I sent you a picture, Todd.
You sent me a picture on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, we went there. My family's down from New York, so we went over there, had a couple flights.
Where'd you send it through?
Yeah, Facebook.
Look how pretty.
Look at that. Wait till you try it. Oh, there
Monica,
it is.
Monica, I wish you could have seen Todd's figure he had on tonight. It was.
I commented strawberry milk.
Yeah. Is that not good? How good is that? Right? You love that.
It's good.
I just put a
This
package.
is good. There are some sweeter ones, and I don't know. It's like something about the sours. They don't get cold. I mean, it's chilled, but it's so weird to me.
I got 6 more coming to you. You're gonna love them.
Yummy.
You're gonna love them. Anyway, next. I don't care.
And I got a little bit of the Maker's 46. I'm gonna try.
Ooh,
right?
Andy, the Maker's 46. We just did a video on that.
Did 2. Brent, Scotty,
Thank
you're gonna
you,
like this.
Scott.
We did 2 new videos. We did Maker's 46 versus Maker's 46 cast strength, which just dropped this month.
Okay. Yep.
And then we did the wood finishing series, RC6 versus the C3R, C3PO, R2D2, whatever the new one is.
Yeah. I know it starts with an S.
So,
that's all I know.
there's 2 really good. So those are gonna drop this hopefully this week. Or next
Hey,
week.
Monica, drop your link to your channel for the after party.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to say though, because I didn't do any research on the grandpas, but I was trying to think because, even like in the TV shows, the grandparents aren't the huge role, but they're funny. Like, I don't think they were grandparents. The King of Queens, that was just his dad, right?
It's just his dad. That's the problem,
That's
right?
Yeah.
He's great.
There was one movie I was thinking of, which was a ridiculous movie. Hopefully some of you have seen it, but I think it was a grandpa who was pushing her on to perform was Little Miss Sunshine.
I had that on my.
yeah.
Wasn't that the grandfather who was letting her just be ridiculous and be
he won an
herself
Academy
and
Award for that.
everything?
It's Alan Arkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
He won an Academy Award.
Is that Steve Carell?
He was in that movie. Yeah,
He was in it. Yeah.
He was in the movie. Yeah, but
That's an amazing movie.
He's
by the
the
way.
he's the dad in it. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
hot. Come on, you
Or
need
no,
to
the
Amazing,
brother.
amazing.
The
Yeah,
brother.
Alan
The
Arkin.
uncle. He's the uncle. Yeah, he's the uncle who has
Yeah.
Anyway, good point on that. That was in my list. I think it was 12, Andy, or something like that. So I didn't quite make it. But we got to figure out this list for next week. That's what I'm worried about. I want everybody to like it.
What do you mean you're worried about? You've won 4 weeks in a row. There's
I
nothing.
want everybody to like it. I want everybody to have
Todd, everyone had a great time tonight. The list is secondary to having the people on and commenting and having some entertaining.
I know.
And that's
We
Top
just
10
want to have
guys.
conversation, hang out.
How about top 10 stand-ups?
Oh,
Stand-up
that
specials.
one day.
well, Evan would be all over that.
Yeah, I already come up with 10 immediately.
I've got 10 in my head. Yeah, I got 10 in my head. I
Yeah.
love that idea.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor live at the Sunset Strip.
Are we going performances or just comics?
No.
I would go
Oh,
specials. I would go specials. I would go specials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just some people don't watch as many specials, but know the comics, so you could go either way with it.
I think
Yeah.
you're safe
You could go
with
either way.
comics.
Yeah.
Although I will say I saw Kevin James live and he was fantastic.
There are people who have terrible reputations as bad actors, etc., who are incredible stand-up comics, and it's kind of sad, really, because like a lot of the time
Like
when
Tom
you're a
Segura.
comic, you'll
Well,
get you get sucked in, and you should do TV and movies. Like, well, what if you don't want to because you may not be any good at it?
Yeah.
So that's my.
Well, I thought about that when Mike, I think you like cult movies, cult classics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's literally every Saturday Night Live movie made. Like, if you're a cast member who branches off into movies, it's going to be a cult classic because it's not going to do anything in the box office. So
I
you-
disagree.
top 10
I
stand-up
disagree.
comics, I
I
think
disagree
you're
because just for the simple fact that every single one of Adam Sandler's movies do well in the box office or
They're
on
okay,
Netflix.
but they're bigger. Netflix. That's a cult classic.
Yeah, no,
They're
so-
bigger after the box office. Look, Happy Gilmore is not a box office smash. Tommy Boy is not a box office smash. They're cult classics. Tommy Boy is actually one of the top 10 selling DVDs at when they were ranking those.
Those are also comedies. That's like a whole subgenre you're talking about there. You're talking
Well,
about a whole
what else do you
subgenre.
have?
Those are cult classic comedies.
That's
If we're
true.
talking cult classics, I'm sorry, Boondock Saints is better than Tommy Boy.
You love. See, I don't know if cult.
Princess Bride is better than Tommy Boy.
Well, we'd have to. We would definitely have to. You would have to sub.
It's a great movie.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, you'd have
What
to
about
sub
this? Here's an idea. We've done a lot of music. Andy, you've talked about this. What about like top female artists? I don't know what we're laughing at. Like female artist bands.
All of a sudden now, Todd, you're gonna
jump Lita Ford.
Todd, there's no females in lit. Just for the record.
Alanis Morissette.
I know.
Morissette's gonna be number one.
Music is not my forte. You know, we haven't done music in 4
You ought to know.
And I've won, so I should not be saying that because music is definitely my albatross. There's no doubt about that.
It figures, Todd. It figures.
Anything where you can
Top
get
10
people
Disney
doing
movies.
what we're doing, which is arguing and saying you're wrong, no, you're wrong. Like
Top 10
Mike
Disney
said,
movies.
right? Like that gets people talking.
All right,
That's
all
why
right.
the music and movies thing is so good because it's subjective to a lot of different people.
Not
Top 10
grandpas.
stories in songs. There you go. You guys like my stories?
Stories.
We do.
Songs that tell stories.
Oh God, November Rain. Like, geez.
Well, there you go.
So the one thing I
You
forgot
hate
to mention though,
Logan,
Micah
I
just
wouldn't.
mentioned it, is Princess Bride. You guys didn't have the grandfather on either of your lists.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
a little
he should have
surprised
been
by
in
that.
this.
I was surprised by that. Yeah,
He should have been. Yeah.
Yep.
Peter
Is
Falk,
that the
Columbo.
one with
Columbo.
Princess
Yeah.
Bride? Is that a kids movie?
As you wish.
Not
Sort
really.
of, yeah.
Not really.
Wasn't Andre the Giant was in that, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
he was.
Yes.
Yes.
The stories
Some-
that came out about Andre the Giant from that movie were absolutely
Okay,
hilarious.
did you see that documentary, by the way, on the Giant? Did anybody see the
Yes.
documentary on Andre?
Yes.
That was ridiculously good and
Have
sad.
you watched,
It was
have you
good
watched
and
the one
sad,
on the
yeah.
Iron Sheik? Have you watched the one on the Iron Sheik? That'll blow you away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called the Sheik.
We need to get back to wrestling. That was a good.
There you go.
Well,
Top
I
10
don't know.
wrestlers.
I don't know what else we could do. We did
I
top
don't know
10.
either.
That was the
Yeah, I don't
first-
know what
that
else
was
we do. We
the
can't
third-
niche down too
our
much further.
Third week we did that,
Yeah.
and
That was fun.
What
though.
about top 10
Wrestling movies? You
wrestling
did wrestling
matches.
movies?
Wrestling matches? I just don't know if everybody would be into that.
Oh, they would.
They would.
I
Oh,
wasn't-
look at Jimmy. He's like, heck yeah, they would.
Yeah.
if Jimmy likes it, it's a good idea.
Hulk Hogan versus the Warrior. Oh, man, that was so
I
good.
mean,
Macho Man.
I mean, just about all of them could just be the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Unless you
No,
don't like.
oh, are we talking real wrestling or fake wrestling?
Right.
No,
if
we're not.
fake
Yeah,
wrestling-
I don't think a top 10 on Greco-Roman wrestlers is
Yeah,
gonna
however,
play.
Todd.
That might play worse than Grandpa's actually.
My favorite Kurt Angle could
just by a little bit, right, Evan? Just by a little bit.
There are some classic moves of some pins in the real wrestling.
Best finishing
Oh,
moves
sure.
in wrestling. There you go.
All right, we got Andy. We got some work to do.
Hey, I love that idea.
What?
Maybe not next week. I want to think about best finishers in wrestling.
Oh, yeah,
That's actually a good one.
that's actually a
That's
real
a good
good
one.
I like
Fan-
that.
Stoner, you get the choke slam. You got.
And you know what? We
There's a
will
lot.
do. I'll tell you what we'll do.
That's a good one.
That
The
I'm not
Iron
worried about.
Claw.
Oh yeah.
Sacco.
The FU, the F5,
I'm not-
that
Big
big
leg
shot,
drop.
Rey
Big leg drop.
Mysterio,
Rock bottom.
619,
Whatever.
rock bottom, people's elbow.
Stunner.
Yeah, you got it quite. Stone Cold Stunner. Yeah,
That could
Spear.
be fun. That could be fun.
Yeah.
You mentioned intros as well. What about guitar solos? Top 10 guitar solos.
See, I think
love
guitar
that.
solos or intros, like either one would be fun.
Yeah,
Or
either one would work.
We're back to
Yeah,
back.
Is
like
this a sausage fest? Do you not want your women
Oh,
in your
Monica.
chat to participate?
I'm sorry, Monica. I didn't know that women didn't like music. I thought that it was I thought that men and women liked music. I wasn't.
Yeah, but you guys are talking about like guitar, like solos.
Monica, what do you like? What would you like? What would you give?
No,
us
I
that?
don't have a topic. I'm just saying.
Come on.
The
Oh, I
female
said
voice.
I said
male
women
artist.
in women artists. I said that, like women groups and artists. I said that.
Nobody loves women more than Todd. Nobody.
That's true.
Nobody.
Nobody respects women more than Todd. Nobody.
I know.
Todd
On
needs
my
to put
after
on
show,
a,
I want to talk about
said
below
that, by the
deck.
way.
Todd.
I just like a lot of. There's a lot of female artists that we haven't talked about. That's all.
Well, but everyone knows. Todd, everybody knows is watching this. And Atlantis is coming to number 1. It's just spoiler alert.
Andy will make it that way, but I did not do it that way.
Even if she's not your number 1, you'll lose if you don't put her number 1. You owe it to the people to put her number 1. That's
Todd can't lose. Todd's on a roll. He can't lose.
No way.
Even when Andy thinks he has it in the bag.
I'll give you that, but she's not number 1. No.
Yeah, you can do top 10 best drummers.
Alana's not number 1,000.
This one's created just for Todd. Top 10 reality TV series.
You got that right. I'm all over that. I'm all over that.
Todd, didn't we already do that?
No.
We didn't do reality TV shows yet?
No, we did not.
Man, I would be so bad in the chat because I hate reality TV shows.
I can't do something that Jimmy
I would be
hates.
lighting you guys
Not this early.
Well, the good news is
We'll just let Jimmy drink for that one.
is if you talk trash to him the entire show about how mad you are about the topic, you'll win a bunch of free shit at the end.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Nobody.
Yeah, I went like 3 times probably.
Brian Miller hated everything about tonight, and he walks away with a bunch of prizes. So there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I know. He wins
Not only that,
twice.
it was the
What's
first
up with
2. It
that?
was the first 2. Like first
Like
one,
your
second
top
one.
10 favorite Kardashians. Oh man.
You know
I
what's
don't
bad
like
is
them.
I looked at the grocery store for Stone just so I could be, because I knew that they were doing the giveaway, and Stone was not in the craft beer section. It's over with the domestics that are normal beers. So sorry.
Well, yeah, it's you have to understand how there's still a microbrewery.
If it ain't craft, it ain't
my
in
cut.
Micah's
That's my
card.
cut. That's my cut on Stone. That's just my cut on Stone.
You cannot knock them. It's not their fault that they're good, that they grew, and they've never sold out and been bought out by anybody. They stay true to who they are. You got to give them props. They are not
They're
like
staying true to who they are. I'll give them that.
I mean, look, even
Monica, this is going to Jimmy, right? You don't want Jimmy wants this?
No, Jimmy, did you pick? Is that the one you picked?
Well, I didn't pick, but
I
I'm
didn't
getting
pick. Brian.
cool though. I like it. I dig.
Yeah, the artwork looked like cool stuff.
Yeah, look. Yeah, somebody.
You know,
drew it.
me and
Well, look.
IPAs haven't been really
tell
all
you
that
what.
good. So.
Monica, here is your channel or your after show.
Oh yeah. I'm just sitting here because I felt like I wasn't a part tonight, and I missed it.
There you go. Well, we're glad you're here.
Well, Todd doesn't exclude anybody. He wants all the women to come on, and that thank goodness for
All
him.
the single ladies.
Oh, the single ladies. Yeah, I'll go get it ready, and I'll drop you guys the links.
We're
So.
all gonna
See you,
hop
Monica.
over. See you, Monica.
All right, let's everybody plug what they got going on. Evan, what beer reviews you got coming up on your channel?
I have a couple, but one of the ones coming up, I got the mustard beer from Oscar Blues.
Nice. That's good to
wanted to
go.
try
I haven't had that. Nice.
No,
it's
I'm not revealing anything, but it is an experience. I will tell you that. And then the other one I have that I'm finishing right now is the Swedish Fish. Was it the RAR Out of Order? Yeah. So those are the 2 I have coming up.
Would you want one of the Pepto Bismol beers to put on? I mean, that's
absolutely
okay.
It's almost kind of eerie. Part of the reason I did a channel was just like a comic outlet, but also like, okay, I'm tired of people. Like, I'm just going to talk about all the weird stuff that I drink because it's what I drink. And I'm telling you, like, we're on the same page. Like, you drink and then everybody gives you crap about it. Yep. I get it. I totally understand fully since I was like 21.
I'm going to send you 2 beers. There's a Dole Whip that looks like milk when you turn it. It literally looks like milk. It's a Dole Whip beer. Okay. I don't know if you know Dole.
I like Dole Whip. I like Dole Whip.
Yes. And then this cherry dip cone is like, yeah. So I'll send you those 2 and something else.
So the hot take of why I'm probably weird and drink weird stuff is I worked at a Dairy Queen in high school, and no one ever did the cherry dip cone except me, and I love cherry dip.
You will
cone.
love this beer.
I worked in an ice cream shop. It was not as well renowned, but I worked in an ice cream shop when I was a kid. Chuck's driving.
Yeah.
And I will tell you.
Oh, God.
Great save.
Nice save.
Wow.
Great
I
save.
got cat-like reflexes and speed.
That scared the crap out of me, dude. Like I jumped. I was like, no.
And there down goes Frazier. We're good. We're good.
Call.
All right, we're good.
All right. Anyway, Chucks, Andy, you were there.
We're good, Bri. Anyway, the cherry dip was my favorite by far. It was my favorite.
Yeah.
So
peanut butter.
All right,
Jimmy, what do you got going on, Jimmy?
Just whatever random shit happens this week. I'll make a video and post it. My life is always pretty pretty crazy. So
Well,
maybe somebody will
Jimmy,
get
all I
snake
can
bit or
say is,
something.
When you gonna do
I thought your voting tonight was superb. I thought you really, truly, as a grandfather, you tapped into this. You knew it. You did a good job. I just want to commend you.
understood the list.
Yeah,
I
no, it's good.
understood the list, what you were going for, with the Anakin Skywalker and all that stuff.
Todd, Katie has a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
We were at Burley Oak today. She actually liked a few of the sours because I told her it was different. But they had a s'mores one.
I've not had
She got
that.
a sour?
No,
No.
it's a stout. It's a stout.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it wasn't sour, right?
It wasn't a
Oh,
sour.
she just
was
wanted
it?
to know if it was any good.
It's supposed to be really, really good. It wasn't a sour. They're s'more sour. They might. They
might
have a
not,
bunch of
but I
stuff
don't know.
at the brewery that they don't can, so I don't know.
I would have to drink something other than a sour.
It sounds good. I'd love to try it. Why not? Yeah,
See,
try it.
I cannot fill in for Scott next week because the end of my review would be like you could get 3 bottles of McCormick's for this shit.
That's still a review.
It's still.
I will say this, Todd. It was funny because when you said that beer fetched $50,
Yes.
a 4-pack.
People are paying.
That's
It
crazy.
costs 22.
I'm thinking of
People are paying
the
like 3
good
times.
bourbon, a good bottle of bourbon I could get for $50 would last me for such a long time versus something that looked like.
But does it look pink? And
The MSRP on it still was $22.
$22. There's
insane.
there are
That's 3 bottles of McCormick's and some lottery tickets.
there's mules selling it for $50 a 4-pack. It's regularly 22.
That's just like bar prices. Jesus.
That's insane.
Well, people do
That's
it. Man.
strip club
These
prices is
beers
what that is.
sell out in
Well, the
3
secondary.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. Their allotment is gone, and I've got it down to I can get them. So
All right, Micah. Anything you want to plug
Mike.
real quick, bud?
We're changing some stuff up over on my channel. But Monday we're still doing our live streams, but I'm changing up some stuff. So keep an eye out for that because I'm gonna be.
Shay doesn't like us anymore.
Goofy.
Shay doesn't like us anymore.
She does like y'all. She does
She's
like y'all,
back-
but
I know
she's been helping.
I
her
know
mom.
she's back
been
this
helping.
week.
No, she actually left today. So she
thought
left today
school
to head back. She was here for Yes, she was here for the first day of school, and then she headed back tonight because she's headed back to help with her mom because her mom's having to deal with.
So you're gonna have some new things coming out soon, I hope.
I've got some new stuff coming up. I've got some crazy weird stuff that I'm doing, and so I'm playing around with it, having a good time.
I don't have you eating the death nuts. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. The death nuts,
Yes.
or whatever they're called.
That's happening. That's happening.
Jimmy,
OG Stein has
Look
to
at how
send me
excited
the
he is
nuts,
too. He's just
and
like,
it's
yeah, I'm
happening.
doing it.
Hold on.
That's
We all
happening.
want to see that. We want to see that on live. You gotta let us all know.
It's gonna be. It'll be on live stream. I'm gonna do that on live
It's fine. You can live stream all you want. All I can say is, when that happened with Jimmy, I laughed, I cried, every emotion you can possibly have. When he came back and he was like, "Yeah, the first 4 nuts weren't bad, but that 5th nut, oh my god!" I'm dying. I'm like, and he was sincerely like, and I felt bad. I was like, he's in pain. I don't want to laugh, but I have to because he would come back on
Comedy
take a
gold.
quick shot of McCormick's. And he'd take a swig, like, that was a bad choice. he was pure comic gold. I was like, I don't want to know how bad his insides feel tonight. But if you're going to go for it, Micah, hey, we will watch.
And I think he needs to do that on his channel as well. He needs to do it on his channel. All right, let's everybody. Evan, I don't have your email, so you have to just go to Monica's.
Evan will be over there. He says he's going to jump.
I'll be over
on.
there. Yeah, I'll head over there.
All right, head to Monica. We'll see you there.
Good to see you, brother. Jimmy, always a pleasure, my friend. Your list was great. Micah, rock on.
Cheers, buddy.
And Scotty, you look just way too comfortable. I almost want to just keep.
He's on the beach.
How comfortable he is.
I heard it was fantastic down the beach this weekend.
So we won't see you unless there's a guest appearance.
Rain the rest of the week, though.
I
don't think so. Unless the hotel has really good Wi-Fi or something. But I don't.
Hey, Scott, by the way, before you go, the old tub here, my brother actually got this at Justin's House of Bourbon, and he brought me like a bunch of stuff back.
Oh, nice.
Not that I can't get it around here, but it was just kind of cool. It's one of the things that like you got to try it. It's pretty good. So I have 3 or 4 store picks from Justin's House of Bourbon out there that I want to do.
What do you think of that place? It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
He got lost. He said there's just so much there. He didn't know what to do. He's like, I need help. He's like, what do I send my brother? He loves bourbon. Like, what should I do? And they're like, let's do some store picks. So I got a Wilderness Trail cast strength store pick. I got a New Riff store pick. I got what was the other one? 2 other ones. I don't know. I got to go back. Oh, the Knob Creek store pick, which was the 120. So I caught a couple good ones that I can't wait to a pinhook store pick. So he's got some cool stuff out there. Like I can't wait to try. So
yeah, they're a lot bigger. Like when we first went there, it was like this. I don't know.
But I will share. You sent enough to me. I will share them with you. I've got some good stuff here that I will send your way, and we'll when Katie's shirt's on her way. But I should have had it sent here, and I could have delivered it with some bourbon. But I will definitely send you some stuff, and I'll probably text you just in case you happen to
take video, pictures, something. Bring something.
Yeah, no. Hit me up if there's anything I can you can think of for Kentucky.
If you see something screams Andy, just text me.
It screams 21090.
Pretty much be like, if I'm buying it, I should buy a second bottle for you.
Just in case it might work. Yeah, Todd, don't think you're getting in on this. After all,
it's for the channel, so I'm gonna get it one way or the other.
It's a bourbon channel if I choose to review it. Otherwise, Scott and I are gonna drink it on my front porch, so that's fine. But hey, have fun, dude. Seriously, I enjoy, and thanks as always, man. We appreciate you.
See you, Monicas. Right? Yep.
Yeah, I'll be over in a little bit.
All right, sounds good.
Man. All right, Todd.
Another
longer ones. So, congrats, 4 in a row. I don't know what to say. I thought I had this one in the bag. I looked at my list.
You never know. You never know how the people will speak, and you just don't know.
I think you connect better with the people. I don't know how. I don't know what magic voodoo you have. Apparently, they don't like this face.
Well,
they like that
as
one.
long as I don't have lit as my number 1, that's the key to that. So that was after that. You know
what? You're right. I'm do better with music.
I think you have.
When we broke away from the music topics,
you went down. So I think you know what topic will be next week. It'll be music.
So
we can go back to music. We haven't done music in a while.
You know why? You're more authentic with music too, though. You'll throw in a kick song number 1.
I will. I will not deviate from that.
The Huxtable Grandparents is your number 9, and I'm like, so I gotta give you a little bit of a hard time, but it was fun. I thought this was a cool topic.
I know you loved it. It was fine. I think it's a tough thing because of whatever. You know what though? People watch, and there is banter back and forth, and that's what we want. So it's good.
You get people talking. I mean, if it's too cut and dry, it's almost not as much fun.
I agree.
So I think that's what made last week fun too. Was like, all right, who likes this Perry Moore?
I love that. Last week that was a ball.
Last week was great. It was fun.
Food is always good. We'll have to revisit food in the winter.
Yeah, Bean says you're on a roll, Todd. So yeah, you are definitely
over in UK. I mean, what a great guy, home brewer, one of the originals. We've been with him for a while. Everybody check him out because he's such a great guy and does good stuff. So I know it's early over there, but cheers, buddy.
Yeah. We talked about this last week. He's like an hour from Sheffield, right?
Yep. Yeah. So it's probably like
I'm gonna see him one day. I'm gonna see him one day because I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna visit the birthplace of the great band of this.
You could homebrew with them. You guys could set up the kettle
we'll do a Rock of Ages or Hop of Ages homebrew. We'll do one. It'll be fantastic. But
all right. Well, let's everybody head over to Monica's. Great show. We'll see you guys all next week, 8:30 Eastern, 21090.
Topic to be determined.
And beer, dude. Check our discussion pages. You'll see it. And we have a couple of videos coming out this week, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, that'll be great. But Todd, if I can find where I want to be here, hold on.
No worries. I'm just getting ready to go over to Monica's, and I might drink some whiskey. I gotta pick up what I want to drink.
You like the Old Grandad? It wasn't bad.
I did. I think it was actually totally much different experience. It is a bit hot for me, but I could drink that. I mean, I drank. It's gone. So. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Congrats. Good job, Todd.
You too. All right.
You did a good job. I'll see you next week.
All right. See you. Cheers, everybody.
We're live again. What's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday.